All right, welcome into the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game. We are like ducks in the pond. Above water, handsome and beautiful. Below water, man, our feet or whatever you call those, what are they called? Duck feet. Duck feet? What are those things called?
Flappers.
Flappers. This is not some 1920 harlot, you weirdo.
I don't know.
What do duck, underwater, they're going crazy. That's us.
Okay.
That's us. We're going crazy, but we're good. We're good now. As we say all the time, between 11:50 and noon is the fastest 10 minutes all day long, care what it is. So welcome into the Chase and McJoe show. Chase is off today. Dr. Crane here, and with me, Brando behind the glass. A lot of things to get to today. We're going to have a lot of fun today, man. Yes, sir.
It's called palmate feet.
No, I've never heard that in my life.
Palmate. Palmate.
Palmate feet?
Yep. It's a specific type of webbed foot that is has 3 toes on it, which is what a duck has, joined by the membrane of the skin, which is considered the webbing. That is also the small backing of the toe that is called the hallux, remains free and elevated.
Wow. Palmate feet. I've never heard.
Palmate, yeah.
Palmate?
Palmate.
Palmate.
Mat, mate, whatever.
Spell that.
Palmate. Palmate.
Palmate.
Palmate.
Duck feet.
Yeah, palmate.
All right. But that's what we are. I had no idea. They only have 3 toes?
Yeah, just 3 toes. But they have the membrane, which is considered the hallux. It's the webbing membrane.
Once
that
again,
keeps that all together.
Humans are superior to stupid ducks, right?
You're right.
Yeah. You ever see a duck party with a human, right? For food.
Not going to comment on that one.
Just the best, man. Welcome in today. The Titans are they practicing or are they off?
They're practicing with no media, if I'm not mistaken.
No media. Okay. All right. They're still going on. They're a week away from the joint practices with the 49ers next week. I think it's only one. Is that game Thursday night?
I'm not too sure.
Why don't you look it up, buddy?
Well,
we have a thing called the internet.
My computer's really slow today for some reason.
Well, because you have one that your processor was built little after Ronald Reagan took office. That's been like 45 years ago.
Thank you very much.
But I think the game's next Thursday.
Yep, Thursday at 8 p.m.
So the joint practice will be next Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Then they get a day off to visit Alcatraz or whatever they do.
I'm glad they're only having one day at that practice facility.
Why?
Have you heard about the substation that's next to their practice facility?
Is that a good place to eat subs?
No, the substation. It's like a electronic,
data center?
Basically so.
Oh, don't start that conversation on this show.
No, I'm just saying there's a conspiracy theory that the players are getting hurt because of it.
Are you being serious?
I am being dead serious.
God,
this was something that was carried on through last year because they had the George Kittle injury.
Right.
They had the Christian McCaffrey injury. They had Brock Purdy's injury. And now someone has made a Twitter account saying that they are the San Francisco 49ers substation. And they're all just quote tweeting things that happen at practice. Like Christian McCaffrey's working on his hand-eye coordination with tennis balls.
Right.
And he dropped a tennis ball. And the substation Twitter account quote tweeted and goes, "I guess you guys are going to blame that on me." And I was just dying laughing. I think that's the most funniest thing on planet Earth.
Oh, can you find the Twitter account for us? Let us know. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
And look, we all say, I don't believe in that. Look, I love a really good conspiracy theory. I really.
But here's the issue I have. The 49ers, according to Underdog NFL, on August 3rd. You ready for this, Joe?
Yeah.
First off, what are the Titans going to do for practice when they go out there? Mike Evans, quad injury. Deshaun Stribling, rookie, hamstring injury. Ricky Pearsall,
gone.
PCL knee, gone for the year. Christian Kirk, calf injury, out. Jordan James, backup running back, rib fracture, if I'm not mistaken. Kaleon Black from Indiana, rookie, adductor. That's an injury. Mikhail Kamara, knee injury.
What is an abductor?
Adductor.
Abductor?
Adductor.
Adductor?
It's ADDUC.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
Brando, can you look up adductor? I know you're busy back there. Brand, we have a great producer.
Then we have
Brando.
Keon White has the same injury as that. And now
adductor?
And then now you have Malik Mustafa with a hamstring injury.
Okay.
So there's a handful of guys there that are hurt. What are the Titans going to do next week for one practice?
I don't know.
I don't think they're going to get anything out of it.
90 guys there. Brando, did you find out what an adductor is?
I did. An adductor is a muscle that moves a body part towards the middle of the body.
That really summed it up right there.
In the legs, these inner thigh muscles pull the legs together.
Okay.
So it sounds like it kind of like connects between like the thigh and the leg almost in a way.
So the groin.
Pretty much, yeah.
Sounds like the groin.
Just say the groin, but it's not the groin.
I'm just reading it from what they're
good,
me.
man.
You're good. No,
Yeah.
we're just trying to figure out ourselves.
Brandon, we're not mad at you, Brandon.
But that's a laundry list of
Right.
49er players that are possibly going to be
still
not
a week
available.
out.
I know, but
Right.
still, if there's a substation thing going on, that might be an issue.
What a weird conspiracy theory, and I'm here for it all day long. All day long, I'm here for that.
Me too. I'm right there with you. I'll have to find the Twitter account because every time there's an injury, there's like an AI picture of the substation getting bigger and bigger and bigger every single time they report an
You
injury.
shouldn't laugh at this because it's been quite consternation here in our city with all that, and we're not getting into any of that stuff because that could take that'll continue through DVD and all until tomorrow's show. So we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
A few things that will get off our chest. Now we got a lot of football to talk today. We're excited about that. Last night, I griped about this Monday to Chase, but I just saw it last night. We're watching Channel 4 in the studio, and the red light turns.
Oh yeah, did that get approved?
It moves forward.
What does that mean? It moves
It
forward.
says ban on right turns at red lights moves forward because of the city council.
Oh, it moves forward in the voting.
So
process.
you got to go through like 3 readings and a vote and all that stuff. And so ban on right turns at red light moves forward. And now this is in the urban services district. Chase explained the other day, and my head's still spinning from that. That is my little small rant to the side. The council has 1,000 more things to worry about besides a red light, turn on red light.
Yeah, I don't understand the law. I mean, I understand the logic. They want to make sure people are safe and they're, walking on the streets.
So it's been a problem for 40 years now? No, just stop.
Like, I understand there's some potholes that need to be fixed. And also kudos to the Metro people that are working on the streets. They're getting them back up and rolling. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But as for the red light thing, let's get rid of that.
Thank you.
There's no need for it.
Make a stand on this. I'm proud of you.
Like I learned in driving school, don't Hollywood stop. You stop at a red light and then you turn right.
Yeah, right?
What's the whole point
We're
of
all
no turn on red?
What's the rolling stop? There's a name for
Hollywood
Oh,
stop.
is that a Hollywood?
Yeah.
I've never heard that. That's a Bell Mead term.
Again with the Bell Mead
We don't
term.
use this in Donaldson.
Come
Hermitage.
on with the Bell Mead term.
We don't use your stupid
I'm not a Bell Mead guy.
highfalutin lingo in Bell Mead out in God's country, Donaldson, Hermitage, Mount Juliet, Lebanon, out that way.
I love me some God's country. I'm out there every other Sunday. I'm telling you right now, Joe, I just go out to the Bell Mead area.
Hollywood stop.
It's called an Hollywood stop. Yes, they taught me that in driving school.
Please, on the text line, let me know what it is when you don't stop at a red. You roll through. There's another word for that. That's not Bell Mead.
You're not
I just
right,
can't.
man.
In Bell Mead, they're probably listening to something else. Like
No, there's a good crowd that listens to this station.
there better be.
There is a big old crowd in Bell Mead listening to this station.
So how would you know that unless you've been out in Bell Mead? Just admit it.
No, I've just
You set yourself up, Frazier.
I
Did he not?
You set yourself up.
I did set myself up, but at the same time, this is a popular show, Bigsby.
That's
I'm
true.
very appreciative of being a part of this very popular show, the Chase and Big Joe show. That's on from noon to 3
Yeah.
every day, Monday through Friday.
Correct.
And if you're not listening to that, I don't know what you're doing with your life. This is the 3-hour car ride that Joe Dubin and Chase McCabe, more Chase McCabe than Joe Dubin. Chase keeps everything on the right
Listen,
track.
look at our text line 6727 Chad, Nevada, Josh, California stop. California roll.
I think they're just making that up because I said Hollywood stop.
But that's a Bell Mead lingo.
It's
So
not-
stop it.
it's
You're
not
not
a-
a Bell Mead guy.
It's not a Bell Mead. It's not.
I don't need to-
There's no lingo from Bell Mead
I
on
don't
that.
want to tell everybody your exact address, but my friend, you're a Nipper's Corner guy.
I'm a Bojangles guy. The Bowberry biscuit. There's nothing wrong
What
with
the hell
it.
does that mean?
It means I am a cultured civil citizen.
You're a Nipper's Corner guy.
Yeah, they got Bojangles on the corner of Nipper's Corner.
So that's okay. So stop trying to think you're Bell Mead when you're not.
I never admitted I am, and I don't want to be.
I'm a Donaldson Hermitage guy. I will never say I'm a Bell Mead and try to want to be part of that. That is a great crowd. Ain't
Yeah.
my crowd.
Look, financially, I can't be a part of that crowd. Okay.
You're trying.
No, I'm not. I don't understand your logic, man. I don't.
Okay.
I just like shopping there because it's good food. I'm a guy that
And Bell Mead?
they
What's
have-
wrong with your stores in Nipper's
No,
Corner?
They have a certain seasoning over there by the Sperry Steakhouse. It's the Sperry steak seasoning, and I use it all the time on like the dry rub. I use it on everything.
Then okay.
I mix it with my Frank's Red Hot. I mix it with my maple sriracha ribs.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
Where is that Sperry's located?
I mean, they have 2 locations.
The one you're specifically referring to.
Let me get you the
it's-
address.
Don't say West Mead. Bell Mead.
It is
I get it. Just hop on board with this. All right, we're good with all
Okay.
that. Hey, tomorrow, real quick, you're going to be at the Creve Hall Farmers Market.
I am going to be there August the 6th. Yeah,
Just say tomorrow.
Thank you. Yeah, it is the last public event for me, Nico's Pizza and Subs. So appreciate you guys allowing me to pub that on these airwaves. So yeah, it'll be a big turnout.
Big farmers market.
It is massive farmers market. I'll be selling meatball subs, Neapolitan style pizzas. So if you want to get, a hot pizza ready to go,
Right,
delicious, get there early around 4. It's from 4 to 7. Stuart, the other guy that's going to be there, the Backbone Barbecue.
Stuart.
Fantastic Texas barbecue. So
we're not talking about Stuart.
I'm just saying in general.
Listen, I went last year to your little farmers market thing.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. I thought you'd sell like 15 pizzas. I bought a pizza.
Right.
You sold out like 150. What'd you do?
Yeah, I did.
It's crazy. You were nonstop busy.
That day you went, I sold, I think, 72 pizzas along with the muffaletta sandwiches and the meatball subs. I sold a lot.
You
more.
sold
So,
everything. Yeah, because I rolled back around and I'm like, what are you doing? You're like, we're sold out. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So that's my bad. But I'm proud of you for what you're doing.
Thank you. And the people that want to know the address, it's 451 Hogan Road. There's just more than me out there. There are other varieties that you can go grab.
Sure.
You can get guacamole or
We
whatever.
only care about you.
But yes, thank you. You can come out there for me and the family. It is a mom and pop style food setup shop. We're
Okay.
good to go.
All right. I like it with that.
Thank you very much.
Uh,
Also, too,
Yeah,
we're
buddy.
talking Titans.
just, yeah.
Obviously, Robert Saleh yesterday had his comment that struck a chord with a lot of people. And
Oh, yeah.
for you, it did.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know about this until I got home and I was settled in and I looked online and I saw Joe Dubin and it said, getting back into the huddle. And I clicked on it. And let me tell you, Joe, genuinely for me, someone who's played high school football, that rang so true to the way I was brought up. And it mentally was there for me. And I thought it was just well wrote. And obviously the person that wrote it was you.
Thank
So
you, buddy.
big pat on the back for you.
Yeah, when we heard it yesterday, it was Robert Saleh talking about about the defense antagonizing people, and don't get a penalty. He goes, after all that, find your way back to the huddle.
Yep.
And I'm telling you, I've been around football now for 50 years and coaches and played and everything else and covering it. That was one of the most impactful things I've ever heard a football coach say, which transcended beyond the football field. And he just said, find your way back to the huddle. And to me, that was a metaphor for life. It just, when you get separated, when you get a part of things, find your way back home, right? When I went to play football in junior college, I'd never been away from home. I was going to be away. We had a whole season, but for 8 weeks, I couldn't leave. I was stuck there. And I hugged my mom and I said, all right, love you. I'll see you. She's like, don't come home. You can, but don't come home. But if you need to come home, find your way back home. And I hadn't thought about that, Nick, in 40 years. And Robert Saleh said that yesterday. I was like, man, that got me right in the gut. And I remember that day hugging my mom, driving off, and I was homesick. It was tough. So we all get homesick, but hearing Robert Saleh say that, find your way back to the huddle, meaning you're one of 11. You're part of a family, part of a team.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, in life, find your way back. If you get lost, I was like, find your way back to Jesus. Find your way back to your family. Find your way, whatever. So it really resonated with me. So I wrote it, put it out there, and then we're talking hundreds and hundreds of response. I don't do that to say, hey,
just for recognition. No, it's for a better purpose.
So if somebody last night read that and was like, man, I'm feeling down, what's going on? And you read that, there's always a way to find your way back. And you could say, one guy sent me a note and says, man, I don't have a home. I'm single. All my family's gone. I've never been married. I'm like, you got a home. You got to make your home. Like, it could be with your friends.
Sure.
It could be in church. Could be in a therapy group. That's your home. And we all got a part of that. So I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
I don't make this about me.
No, but it was spot on. Because like you mentioned football, going and playing junior college and you being sick at home. Same thing for me. Like my senior year, I didn't really feel that until, Rector kind of took over and we went to Kentucky Wesleyan and we stayed in their dorms and we all had a roommate and we had I guess you call it 3 days. It's sort of like 2 days, but on steroids. Right. And I just remember going to bed and waking up at 4 a.m. and doing morning workouts. And then we just go watch film and then go through our, playbooks, eat lunch. It was just rinse and repeat football nonstop.
Yeah, right.
And, after a while, you're just like, God, I'm getting sick of this. But then when day 3, day 4 kind of rolled around, kind of what you're talking about, your mom saying, come home if you need to, in the same sense. At that point, we're like, no, we're here. we're all brothers. We're all building that bond.
You stayed, didn't you?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no, we all were forced to stay. We all rode the same bus.
Forced to stay.
There was no way I could go
Rector,
home.
don't you dare leave.
I mean, if I had to go home, I'd have to hitchhike home. But
Right.
no, just
Nah,
no.
that's it.
It's a good point though. Like,
Well, we all get knocked down, but find your way home.
exactly, we all bonded as brothers, and that's what I think
right.
is the most take home thing out of that entire story for me is that you have brothers for the rest of your life now.
Sure.
So if you don't have any, if you're a single family member, like you don't have a brother or sister, you have brothers that you played football with.
Right.
So you can go to them 20 years down the line. You have their number. Hey, Joe Schmo, how we doing? Joe, what's going on with your family? How you doing?
Yeah.
That's family.
It is. It's a bond you get through a lot of people, but I don't think Robert Saleh knew how important those words were. Find your way back to the huddle. And I get it was a football term, but I'm thinking, man, that's find your way back to that's a sports thing, basketball, soccer, whatever, your huddle, find your way with your teammates. And so I just thought it was something to write about, and it took off. So,
and I don't mean to be too religious about it, but I'm sure that he probably knew a little bit about it because look at Solomon Thomas, a guy that is very, adamant about men's mental health. Same situation, both on the same team in this case.
Yeah, right.
All for a deeper meaning.
Just go talk to somebody, man. We talk about it all the time. So appreciate that. It's you can find all the socials everywhere that we're doing that. All right, our question of the day is we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this. 615-737-1025. These questions only work because of you guys and gals and our listening audience who always respond. We love you guys so much. You're so great with all this. So Nick and I talked about this before the show. Here's our question of the day. If the aliens landed on planet Earth, who would you recommend they talk to first?
Locally.
If they landed in Nashville, who would you want them to talk to first? If aliens landed in Middle Tennessee, who's the first person you'd want them to talk to? For me, it's simple as all day long, Dolly Parton. I would send Dolly Parton out to talk to the aliens.
And why is that?
Do I have to explain that with Dolly? I mean, she's beautiful, intelligent, one of the most smart business people of all time, and it's Dolly, right? If they don't like Dolly, then we blow them up. It's that simple.
Sure about that?
Yeah, we can do it. All right, so for you, who would it be?
This is very generic, but I think it'd be funny because she hadn't spoke since, 2014? Amy Adams Strunk.
Oh, no.
I think it would be fantastic for her to speak to aliens.
Oh, no. That is a great one. What would she say to him? First thing, y'all interested in advertising at the new stadium?
Are y'all here for the Vanderbilt Health Football practice?
Amy, that is a great one.
Kenneth, is this tea time? Is this my tea time Monday, 3:30?
Oh, my gosh. She'd be like, I like that green y'all have. Can we incorporate that instead of this Titans blue? All right, Brando. You got it, man. Who? Our producer, by the way, Brando, does a fantastic job. Better than the other guy. Shut up, Nick. Brando, who's the first person you'd want the aliens to talk to locally in Middle Tennessee?
Man, locally,
I'm going to read your mind, and I think you want to say George Plaster, and that's okay.
Wow, you're good. You're good.
Now, hold on a second, aliens. You know about Vanderbilt basketball?
Jorge Yeso.
Yeah, Jorge Yeso, exactly. Just imagine the aliens coming down and talking sports with the class.
Oh, it'd be the best thing ever. Now, back in 1982, Richard Williamson was a basketball coach over at Vanderbilt, and he got a technical and looked at me and said, what did I do wrong? I said, you didn't do anything wrong. Now, who would you like to go?
What would I am curious about this. We know the whole red-blooded Americans thing. What would he call the aliens? Like green-blooded extraterrestrials, or?
Sure, but who? I need somebody. I need a real person.
Dolly Parton kind of was one of the first people that came to mind, just because she is an icon. It's hard not to think of her.
Right.
If I was to go with someone within the sports realm, man. It's kind of hard for me not to go back and maybe think of somebody like Robert Saleh.
Okay.
I would be interested just because Robert Saleh, with the way that he is and the mentality that he has, he just seems like somebody that can get a rise out of aliens. I can't explain it.
Well, it doesn't have to be sports. It could be anybody. It could be your neighbor. Just anybody in Middle Tennessee that you'd send out to speak to the aliens first.
Oh, well, then I'm picking Dolly Parton.
Okay.
She's the line that we have to draw in the sand. The words like, if they don't like Dolly, then there's a problem.
Okay. Second, maybe Ella Langley. I mean, that.
I know that would probably be Parker's answer is Ella Langley.
I'd be like, evening, ma'am, if I'm an alien. I would get a country accent.
What about Jelly Roll, just for the entertainment value?
Oh yeah, but is this fat Jelly Roll or the now slimmed down Jelly Roll?
This is like 2 years ago Jelly Roll.
Oh, the big fat Jelly Roll.
Yeah, like
I love
Jelly Roll.
we love Jelly Roll, but that's a good one. Jelly Roll's a good one.
Yeah.
That dude is passionate and he loves Middle Tennessee and it's pretty badass. So that's a good one. So that's our question today. If the aliens landed in Nashville and Middle Tennessee, who locally would you send out to talk to the aliens? By the way, and Dr. Crane's a little upset because I took his George Plaster answer. That's all right though, buddy.
It's okay. I was going to recommend to Brandon, if he chose George Plaster, have it be the Spanish version of George Plaster.
And that is?
Jorge Yeso.
That is so great.
You've heard the Spanish.
I did.
Yeah.
What was his reaction? What was George Plaster's reaction?
He's never heard it.
Did you know what they play before the intro for his show? By the way, 3:00 on 94.9 every day. What was the intro? I thought they played an intro for him.
I don't know. I was not the one producing in the studio for that day, but it is in my files in the PCD here in the studio. So It will get used one day.
I love it.
It will get used.
I love it. All right, we are off and running on the Chase and Big Joe show, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. Chase off today. Dr. Crane here. Brando behind the glass. Coming up later on, you brought up a good topic, Nick, which I like. Who is the Curt Cignetti of the SEC? And I immediately, my mind went to one guy, one program in the SEC that I think is the Curt Cignetti. And you're going to laugh at me, but I don't care. But it's a great topic to bring up. So we'll do that. And our continuing question today, we've already got 1 million responses. You guys are fantastic. 615-737-1025, the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 1025 The Game.
So good.
Come on, Nick. Here you go. I mean, you play that for the aliens with Dolly singing that like a little Mr. Microphone machine, and I guarantee you they're all the aliens are line dancing. You know why?
Here we go again.
Welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show right here, 102.5 The Game. Get to a lot of football later on. We always start off with a question of the day, and the question of the day is, if the aliens landed in Middle Tennessee, Nashville, who would you send out to talk to them first? I said Dolly. Brando stole my thunder and said Dolly as well. Nick said George Plaster, and who's the other one?
I said Amy Adams Strong.
That's really a good one.
It
That
really
is really
is.
a good one.
Like, hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all have your passes? You have PSLs? Hey, Jared, can we get them some PSLs over there right now quick? That's Jared Puffer,
Yes.
their PR guy.
Yeah.
Just so we're not mistaken anything.
Wonderful.
Used to be Robbie. And I was like, Robbie,
Yeah.
can you go over there? So that's our question, 615-737-1025. And again, you guys have bombarded our text line, and we are crying at some of these. So Nick, read them.
Before we get to that, there is one that clarifies about the Hollywood stop
Yeah.
and the California roll.
Sure.
It says here, 9255 says, state troopers stopped me one time for doing a California roll at a stop sign. So it's not a Hollywood stop to people.
So, okay.
It's a California
So
roll.
it's a sushi.
It's a sushi. I did not
Right.
know
And that
this.
comes off Metro Council really busy down there about banning. You can't turn right on red. So
Yeah.
whatever.
Also, 6952. I didn't say Hollywood roll. I said Hollywood stop.
Hollywood stop.
It's a
You did.
difference.
It's okay.
So, let's see. Oh,
So our question of the day is, aliens land in Middle Tennessee, Nashville. Who talks to them first, in your opinion?
yeah. Let's see. Kevin in Greenbrier says, I would tell them to go to Kid Rock's house.
Okay. he would probably throw a massive party.
Yes, he would. This is a good one. Joey from Gallatin. I feel like Mel Gibson is our only hope.
From like the movie Signs, what would Mel Gibson do?
Mel Gibson is a genius.
He's brilliant. I
think-
love Mel Gibson.
I think he would actually turn the aliens into thinking like Mel Gibson himself.
Could, right?
You think aliens are smarter than us?
Yeah, a little bit, but I'll take him at pickleball.
Yeah, you're right. Let's see here. 0388 says, stay with me. Forever Titan, Chris Sanders.
Oh God, he absolutely.
I think Chris Sanders would get into like a sermon and these aliens wouldn't know what to do.
Yeah, we need to make Chris Sanders ambassador to the world.
Yeah.
That's a good title for him.
Ambassador to the world, Chris Sanders.
Right.
That is good.
Make you feel good about yourself.
Still holds the NFL record, by the way.
He does.
It's
One day
crazy.
he doesn't want to talk about it.
Devin and Dixon says, I'd send the aliens to go talk to Joe Dubin. No joke. So there you go.
No,
Joe.
Devin, we love you, brother, but don't come to me, especially if I'm watching Miami Vice.
Oh,
no,
boy.
don't call me at all.
Troy, not Tony, in Murfreesboro says, Sean Henry with the Predators seems like he would be good at that.
Sean's very good. I've heard him speak in groups. He's very good.
You think he believes in aliens?
Probably, but yes, if they buy Preds tickets. If they don't, he's like, I'm not dealing with it. Sean Henry's very, very, very smart.
Yeah, he is.
Don't let him
He
fool
is.
you.
Mike in Lebanon says Vince Gill.
You
You have a good Vince Gill impression?
he talks really, hey, y'all. No, that's not Vince Gill.
That's not Vince Gill. That's Amy.
No, that's not. Sorry. No. By the way, Vince Gill played them at the He had a residency at the Ryman. Somebody said he played for nearly 4 hours.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
I've
That
been
dude's
told so.
almost 70.
But you know what?
Badass.
He, like you said, he's a badass.
Yeah.
He's fantastic.
Yep.
This one, I know you can do a good one on.
Oh, okay.
This is Chad. Chad says, current day, soft voice Jeff Fisher. Please continue with that text. I can't.
Did he really send that in? He did. Fisher be like, hey, aliens, how we doing today, guys? We doing all right? Yeah, welcome. What y'all doing Saturday when we come to the Cats game in Clarksville?
His exact text was, hey guys, how's it going? Invading the earth? Question mark. How low-key demeanor will disarm them? It will
I
for sure
love it.
disarm them.
Jeff
So can you
Fisher.
please give me a little hi? How's it going?
Yeah.
Invading earth, huh?
Hey guys, how we doing? Invading the earth today? Is that what we're doing? Hey, before you do, welcome to Clarksville and watch the Cats. Hey, how's it going, guys? Which is from it's evolved from the, well, what's going on here?
Like, this is so and so from Domino's. Like, it's changed.
It has, right? Yeah, I'm in the Domino's drop we had a while ago. Yeah, that's funny. A few more, then
yeah,
we'll.
I got you. Nevada Josh says, Let me scroll up here because this is multiple. Let's see. Man, next to sports aliens is my favorite subject. I would want them to talk to me first. I've dreamed of meeting aliens. I've asked them to take me with them.
That's on the personal text line, Nevada Josh. Not on this text line.
I mean, it is.
It's okay. You can
I
do
mean,
that.
it's all right. Let's see.
One more.
Okay. 2104 says Rex Road. They would realize they have found someone to speak to. So there you go.
Oh no, he's hearing this right now. He's going to have a meltdown. We'll be half his show tomorrow. Joe and Nick talked about Rexroad getting abducted by aliens. They would absolutely toss him back.
No, there's no
They
way.
would be like, "What in the world have we got here?"
This is no jab at Joe Rexroad at all. I love Joe Rexroad. I think Joe Rexroad would be a happy man living in Oklahoma with the front porch.
You think so?
I think so.
I think if the station
and he's been a world traveler. Like let's
Right.
put that out there.
if we had to send one on-air host here to talk to the aliens, I'm sending Robbie Stanley.
Why is that?
Robbie's a hell of a good guy.
Well, yeah, but
I'm
like,
sending Robbie is
what if the aliens like him too much, so they want to keep him? We don't want them to keep Robbie.
next man up. I mean,
But Robbie's got a family.
Brando and Rexroad in the morning. There we have it.
Oh,
They're
that's
not
fair.
no, but you can't
I know.
abduct our guys. But I'm
Yeah.
sending Robbie Stanley.
Okay.
All right, we'll get more of that with 615-737-1025 on if the aliens landed, who would you send out first them to talk to? Up next, though, reaction. You had a great topic about who is the Curt Cignetti of the SEC. I firmly believe this college football coach in the SEC is the next Curt Cignetti. You can laugh at me, but we're going to do that next. Right here. This is Chase and Big Joe Show, 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show here on 102.5. The Game brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. We'll get into – we were efforting our good friend Terry McCormick. We'll bring him on in just a minute. We'll talk a little Titans, then we'll get into the SEC coaching and Curt Cignetti. I really like this topic because, a year ago, or 2 years ago, when Cignetti started at Indiana, we're like, hey, okay, whatever. They'll win a few games, and then in 2 years, he transformed into a top 5 college football program.
I mean, he said, Google me. And then after that, it was just –
he did, right?
It was just a domino fall after that.
The stones on that guy to say that. So good. I mean, and so now they're picked 6, which is weird. See, Indiana picked in the top 10 in the preseason college football.
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
But you know who else has some stones?
Who?
Terry McCormick.
Is he with us?
Yeah, I think he is.
Let's bring in Terry McCormick, talk a little Titans. Hey, Terry, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. I've been running around trying to get my granddaughter all set up for back to school registration stuff. And, and in between pulling my hair out, enjoying a day off away from the Titans.
But granddaughters take priority over everything that's going on, right?
This is true.
Terry, before we get going, where can everybody find all of your content?
Well, you can find it on Main Street Media, Joe, which I know you're familiar with that. They also run some of your work. And then on Twitter or X at TerryMC13, and of course at TitanInsider.com, which is a part of the Main Street Media Network.
I love it. Terry, let's talk about the first 2 days of practice. And I'm not going to say what's good and bad, but compare the first 2 days of pads to the previous regime. And I got to think it's almost a 180 out there.
Yeah, it is. And I think you saw that yesterday with the Jeffrey Simmons fight. Last year Jeffrey Simmons got into it. I think it was with Cam Ward, wasn't it?
Yes.
That he got into it with, and he was allowed to finish practice. And a lot of people took issue with that, saying you can't have anybody messing with your quarterback, even if your quarterback, is the one who instigated it or whatever. And then there's certainly some merit to that. Well, this year he gets into it with Schlottman, and then J.C. Latham, and he takes a swing at Latham yesterday, and so out you go. You're gone, working on the side field the rest of the day in the heat. So, I think Robert Saleh is saying, hey, no nonsense. I think Brian Callahan and his staff, I think their inexperience kind of led to maybe trying too much to please the players. If you watch the documentary on Netflix where, Cam Ward's first game and Cam essentially talks him into letting him throw a pass on 3rd and 24 and he gets sacked, takes him out of field goal range. Nothing, I like Brian Callahan, but right there, you got to put your foot down. You got to say, no, we're running this football, kicking a field goal, and taking the lead with 2.5 minutes left. And I think Robert Saleh is not going to put up with any of that type of stuff. I think the players are the players, the coaches are the coaches, and the coaches' decisions trump the players' decisions.
Absolutely. Terry McCormick's on the line with this. Terry, give me some optimism. When I hearing the news yesterday about Dan Moore Jr. walking off field under his own power, but potential injury in that case, give me some optimism around that, please.
Well, he walked off the field, so that's generally a good sign. They didn't have to come out and get the cart for him or anything like that. So he may miss a few days, and, if it's not a serious injury, then it actually might be a good thing because it's going to mean that Austin Deculus, Brandon Crenshaw-Dixon are going to get some reps with the first team. They're going to get a chance to go against Jermaine Johnson and some of these other guys and maybe get a chance to hone their skills a little bit and help solve this swing tackle problem that this team certainly has going into this camp. So if you're looking for a silver lining, it's going to give those guys a chance to work with the ones and against better competition to try and, figure out what they're going to do as, with the third tackle. You certainly hope that it's not a serious injury to Dan Moore because even though Dan Moore is kind of an average player, the bar was much higher for him than it has been for the guys that they've had the last couple of years there.
Yeah, absolutely. Terry, also to the idea around potential signing there for Peter Skoronski on a new deal. Do you see any, into that tunnel there? Is there a potential, pen to paper coming up in the coming days or no?
I think that, it's probably still ongoing. As long as they get it done before the regular season, I think it'll be fine. And even if they don't, they'll still have about a 3-week window after the season to negotiate with Skoronski's agent before free agency. And they could always put the franchise tag on him if they need to. I think it's pretty clear that Peter Skoronski is a part of their plans for the future going forward. And the thing is, as much trouble as they've had on the offensive line the last 3 or 4 years, really dating back to 2022 when Ryan Tannehill was beaten to a pulp that year. As many problems as they've had on the offensive line, if you've got a good one, you've got to lock him up and keep it.
Yeah, Terry, adding on to that real quick, I might know the answer to it, but I think you'd be better off to answer it yourself in this case. What's more important, getting a potential swing tackle or another tackle in free agency before signing Peter Skoronski, or getting that deal done, regardless, let's say if Dan Moore Jr. is not able to go week 1?
Well, I mean, obviously, you're going to keep Skoronski. That's a given. And whether the deal gets done in 2 weeks or in 4 months, it's going to get done one way or the other. I think, ideally you'd like to get it locked away and go ahead and have Peter Skoronski to have that peace of mind, that security of a 4 or 5 year contract extension. I think that would be ideal. As far as the swing tackle situation, that's something that's, to me, that's more the urgent matter, because you're one play away from Austin Deculus or Brandon Crenshaw-Dixon protecting Cam Ward's blind side potentially. And you got to get that figured out if one of those guys can handle it if need be.
Terry, we're talking to Terry McCormick. You can find all of his great content at mainstreetmedia.com. Terry, I always tell people, what if it turns out better than you ever imagined? And this is in life, whatever, but what if Dan Moore plays average? What if JC Latham plays good? What if they find a center, Terry, who's NFL ready? They got Skoronski. They fill in that left guard. What if they find something with this offensive line? How good can this Titans football team possibly be?
Well, I think they would be certainly better. And I think, I look at it almost from the reverse. I think the defense is going to keep this team in most games while the offense kind of figures things out. If the line improves like they hope it can, and if they can solidify all these question marks there, then, really everything becomes on Cam Ward and the skill players to take advantage of that, and it'll all be about the growth of Cam Ward as a quarterback rather than Cam Ward running for his life and wondering if he's going to be able to get this snap off before a defensive end is in his face.
Yeah, center-wise, I mean, is it look, Pat Coogan, I just love the fact that they have the Rose Bowl MVP on the Titans team right now. I mean, he's a rookie drafted later on. That doesn't make me feel too good about him, but that's a hell of a story if he ends up starting on this football team.
It is. I don't think he's the starter right away. I mean, from what we've seen so far, they've been rotating a lot at right guard between Bolson and Jackson Slater, but Schlottman has pretty much handled the center reps with the first group almost every practice, if not every single practice. And I think he's the guy who's going to have the inside track. Now, they probably would like it if he were a short-term solution and Pat Coogan could emerge enough to be their starting center for several years beginning in 2027.
Hey,
that would be a best-case scenario.
Okay, how's Jackson Slater doing out in camp? Because, the guy out of Sacramento State drafted last year, heard great things about him. He played very little, but I'm not hearing him, and I read your reports and everybody else's, and I don't hear a lot. I know it's not sexy to talk about a guard. I get that. But that guy was really good in college.
Yeah, I think he's kind of been holding his own and fighting. I think, it's going to be one of those things where it could go down to the wire a little bit, Joe. I mean, you know enough about football to know that, right guard is not the most important position on the line. You can cover for a guy if he's a little deficient in certain areas. If you've got a good center and you've got a good right tackle,
right,
you can kind of, let him kind of hold up in there with a little bit of help here and there. But, if Slater could win the job, I think they would be ecstatic about that, because that harkens back to how they used to do things. You remember they would draft a guy with a third-day pick.
Right.
There's numerous of them. Mike Munchak would basically have a red shirt year for them as a rookie. And then by the time they entered training camp in their second year, whether it was David Stewart, Eugene Amano, Justin Hartwig, Leroy Harris, the list goes on and on. Those third-day picks were in there competing and being really a solid part of the offensive line starting in year 2 or 3 of their career. And Munchak just worked magic turning those guys into players.
Terry McCormick's online with this. Terry, when it comes to this week in training camp with the Pads, what players impressed you the most that could potentially carry over that momentum into the regular season?
I like what I've seen from a couple of the linebackers that are fighting to get in the starting lineup. Anthony Hill had 2 interceptions yesterday, and he admits that, pass coverage was not his strong suit in college at Texas. He was basically a see-ball, get-ball guy. But he's made 2 really nice interceptions yesterday, and he also had a nice pass breakup a few days before. And James Williams is starting to show up. A 7th-round pick from a couple of years ago that has primarily been a special teams guy. And he's starting to show up and make some plays. I think linebacker depth is something that might actually be a strength for this team when we kind of thought it was a question mark if this holds up. Elsewhere, I tell you, a guy who impressed me yesterday, everybody's been talking about Carnell Tate and deservedly so. And everybody's talked about Alec Eilmanter, how he's come out of the gate and really looked good in his second camp, and I agree with that. But a guy that really stepped it up yesterday and I thought looked really good was Bryce Oliver. And Bryce Oliver's the type of guy, if you're going to be a winning team, you need guys like that can be a demon on special teams, but also if you need him to go catch a pass, he can do that, and he can, spell guys if they're hurt or spell guys if they need a breather. I thought Bryce Oliver's had a nice couple of days in camp catching the football, caught 2 bombs from Will Levis yesterday.
And one more from me, Terry. A few names that going to go all over the place here, primarily the defense. When it comes to Cordell Flott, Keldrick Falk, and in this case, Jackie Marshall as well, how have they looked throughout this week of camp?
Well, Flott, I think, has been pretty good for the most part. He did a good job when he was on Calvin Ridley the other day, and then Ridley went over and Alontae Taylor was on him, and Ridley had a little more success against Taylor than he did against Flott. I think Eilmanter got Flott, a couple of times in the practice, with some big plays. But I think Flott is pretty solid at corner. I think the starting secondary has a chance to be pretty decent. They just can't afford any injuries at any of the 5 spots back there.
There we go. Terry McCormick, always appreciate you, man. We love the recap. You got us up to knowledge of everything that's going on over there. So we always thank you, Terry. Enjoy the day, with your granddaughter. Enjoy the day with your granddaughter. There we go.
All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Terry McCormick, Main Street. Oh, my Lord, Terry. It reminds me of one time thank you, Terry. We had Alan Bestwick on. He was on the speakerphone. And halfway through the interview, he picked up and was talking to us because the speakerphone sounded terrible. He's a former race announcer. And then I think Greg Pogue's like, hey, thanks for coming on, Alan. He's like, yeah. And he slammed the phone down but missed like the hook. So you could hear the phone go everywhere. And he's trying to pick it up and he's just grumbling. And we were dying because he did not want to do the interview. It was a terrible interview on his end. And then he finally slams the phone down. I was like, let it go. Let's hear this. He slams the phone down. And Terry didn't do that. He just hit the 0 dub.
Yeah, but it reminded you of that. Yeah.
It's like,
well, those old landlines, it's hilarious that you mentioned that because like these new smartphones, like if you call somebody that's on a landline and they pick it up and they hang up and you still keep that call going, they can pick it up again and you can still hear them.
Oh, nice.
So it's not really fully hung up.
Yeah. So this dude was on a landline and slammed it down. And so it was like Alan Bestwick hated come on. I don't know what he's doing now, but whatever. Good times. All right, we'll take another break. We'll come back right here. This is the Chasing Big Joe Show brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 102.5 The Game.
Back here on the Chase and Big Joe Show, 102.5 The Game. Hey, keep up with our Titans training camp coverage on 102.5 The Game for the latest updates, player interviews, and more as we get you prepped for the upcoming Titans season. Coverage of Titans training camp is presented by Tennessee Brewworks, Parman Energy, and the Music City Kickoff Game.
Love it.
I would say Tennessee Brewworks is locally brewed, community-driven, the official craft beer of Titans offseason coverage on 102.5 The Game. There you go.
Big fan of Tennessee Brew.
Aren't you?
Big fan.
They love you.
As they should, right?
You know what we all love?
What's that?
Football.
Yeah, right.
And not only is it Titans football, but we have some championship football on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Nashville Cats taking on the Albany Firebirds.
Yep, for the championship. This is the Arena Crown
AF1
Championship.
King Crown Championship.
Yeah.
I mean, who's going to be the Kings of Clarksville? Albany?
No,
Nashville?
of the Arena for AF1,
I'm
right?
just saying it's in Clarksville.
Yeah.
Kings of Clarksville. Alliteration. Come on, man.
But that's Clarksville with C.
I know,
Kings with a K.
but it still has the same pronunciation.
That's not alliteration.
I know it
It's
has
the
to be
same.
C and C, but I'm just saying
Look, what I tell you,
the pronunciation.
what do we strive for every day?
Perfection.
Thank you. That's not perfection.
I know.
So what are you trying to say here?
Just saying you pronunciate it the same
Okay,
way.
no, we're good.
That's what I meant to say. Not enunciate, pronunciate. Yeah.
So can't wait for. Is there something more to this?
There is. That's why I
Oh.
brought it up. You had me all flushed. That's okay. We have Nashville Cats tickets to give away.
Oh, do we?
Exactly.
Can we do it now?
Yeah, it's the hottest ticket in town.
All right. First call. How many? 2 tickets?
It is a pair of tickets.
I love it.
Oh, I'm sorry, not a pair. A 4-pack. A 4-pack of tickets
All
to see
right.
the Nashville Cats
Here it
take
is.
on the Albany Firebirds for the Arena Crown Championship at F&M Bank Arena Saturday.
First caller.
Oh,
615-737-1025. Who can tell us the name of the Cats quarterback that is the MVP of the league, and he's damn good. If you could tell, first caller, 615-737-1025, can tell us the name of the Cats quarterback who's MVP of AF1, you get these tickets.
he might run wild on you, brother.
Oh, good one. What's
Hey.
next, pal?
Oh, we got
Are we going to finally do it?
I think so. We're finally going to figure out who is the Curt Cignetti of the SEC.
Love it.
Right here on the Chase and McJoe Show in hour number 2, 102.5 The Game.
All right, welcome back to the second hour of the Chase and Big Joe Show right here at 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. We'll be at the Omni Nashville Hotel tomorrow, so our good friend Todd Rodermill down there. Stop by Bar Lines for their noon to 3. Chase McCabe off today, and Dr. Crane in studio. Brando behind the board. You know, one day we're going to look back and tell each other that we worked with Brando.
I know.
One day we're going to see, you remember Brando worked here when he's doing network stuff? Don't forget us, Brando, because we will find you.
Never in a million years could I forget you guys.
Don't try to leave us, buddy. We have a great way of finding people. We'll get our question today again. If the aliens landed in Nashville and you sent somebody from Nashville local to talk to them, who would it be? 615-737-1025. We'll got a bunch of responses. We'll read those.
And you said, though, for your answer?
Mine was I'd send Dolly Parton to talk to the aliens.
And Brandon was Dolly Parton as well?
Yeah.
I'll go Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll.
We'll go with Jelly Roll.
And the one and only Amy Adams Strong.
Yeah, right. And then our alternate is George Plaster.
Hello.
Because he would bore them with some Vanderbilt basketball story from the late 70s. Then they'd be like,
Vanderbilt,
we're out.
Did you see the tweet last night?
No.
They said soon with eyeball emojis. It was a GIF or a GIF or whatever. All gold uniforms from like 2006. Are we on to something?
Yeah, I like this.
Are we on to something? Were you pro all gold?
Yeah, I am pro all orange when the Vols wear all orange because it absolutely infuriates 15 other fan bases in the SEC. I love the all orange. I don't like this orange iteration they got there. Is it iteration or illustration?
Iteration.
Illustration
is something that is shown as artwork.
Why did you do your hand that way? That was weird. What are you, a show model?
No.
Why are you doing that?
And here we have a beautiful vase from France.
If you're on YouTube, you can see his great. No, I know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I like the bright, obnoxious orange from the 80s that the Vols wore.
Yeah.
I love that.
The one that looks like it could stain every part of your clothes if you put it in the wrong washer.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love that. The now it's kind of the off orange. It's okay. All right, so you brought up a great question. With Curt Cignetti really rocking the college football world the last 2 years, making Indiana a national champion. They're ranked 6th of the college coaches poll that's come out. So who is the SEC version of Curt Cignetti in this year of college football? Who do you think it is?
So I have a few that it was a small list, but I got one. And I think it is from Kentucky, Will Stein.
Why?
The young mastermind of a offense that he's about to concoct over there in Lexington, Kentucky, I think is going to take the whole entire nation by storm. I think there's going to be a lot of games where Kentucky looks like they're down and out, second half rolls in, and they're just going to take over.
Okay.
I genuinely believe that. I think what he's done in the portal, what he's done with the small time he's had for recruiting, I thought he's done a pretty good job. Obviously, he's absorbing a few things while he's there at Kentucky.
He's a hell of a coach.
Exactly. And there's a reason why he was brought into Kentucky. It's to win. I think he is on the same trajectory as a guy like Clark Lee, who came from Notre Dame in some sense. Same thing over there in Oregon. You go, have a national title pedigree coming to the SEC in one of the best conferences in the nation.
I like that. I'll go with you. Who's your number 2?
My number 2 is Alex Golesh.
Not bad.
I think there's something really brewing there at Auburn. I really do. And you bring in your quarterback from USF, Byron Brown. There's something to be said about
10 new starters, right?
Correct. All 10 new starters. There's something to be said about bringing a lot of those guys, that continuity of the offense into the SEC. Now it's just a matter of will it work? Obviously, they had the upset win over Florida last year. Is that correct? They had 3 top 25 games that they played.
Almost beat Vandy here.
Exactly. They
Almost
beat Boise State in the first week. Boise State was really a fluke, but they were top 25.
Oh, at USF.
Yeah, USF. Last season.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, can that translate in the SEC? That's the big question.
That's a good. We'll see what that goes. Mine is Ryan Silverfield at Arkansas.
Whoa.
Now I think he's a good coach. I think like when he left Memphis, those players were devastated because he built something there. Let me tell you why at Arkansas. They got Walmart money. Okay? They got Walmart money. And if they spend it wisely, spend it correctly, like Indiana did, getting these guys. Indiana got a bunch of good 3 stars that came in there and worked together. I mean, were there a bunch of 5 stars? I don't recall that. Now, they had some good players that are already there. Charlie Becker, a guy here in town. But I think Ryan Silverfield can work it and gets a good GM there. I think Arkansas could really come up and surprise people. this year. I think this year they could do that. I just think so many people are going to be gunning for Kiffin and LSU. A lot of pressure on Texas. A lot of pressure on A&M. Arkansas is like, hey, we're up here in Fayetteville, just hanging out, right? No pressure on us. And if they get the right guys with all that, I mean, look, the Walmart money. Are you kidding me?
Tyson Foods.
Is that there too?
Yeah.
I think that's more the Walmart people.
They have a 5-year deal there.
Did they?
Yeah, with Arkansas. Yeah.
Look at you. How much was it worth?
It says here.
Tyson. Now I want chicken.
5 years, doesn't give the money distribution of it all, but it says 90% of the revenue generated from the sponsorship flows directly to the student athletes NIL program.
Good for them.
90% of the Tyson Foods goes to Arkansas.
Now, look, you got all the money in the world. Now, are you going to spend it? You know, Chase and I've talked about that with the Titans and free agency. You got all this money. Are you going to spend it wisely? That's the key. And then make it a unit that comes in there. Indiana has the blueprint. Cignetti has the blueprint.
I see a path for you when it comes to Ryan Silverfield. Looking at their schedule, North Alabama to kick off the season, followed by Utah. That's an interesting game.
Is that in Arkansas?
I believe that's at Utah. That's a 9:15 kickoff away.
Okay. All right, that's non-con. It's fine.
Yeah,
I'm not. You know,
but I'm just saying if they win those first 2 games, imagine the momentum going into week.
Who's
3.
the third game?
Georgia
At home?
Let's see. It just
I think it is in Fayetteville.
It is in Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Fourth game?
Fourth game is. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Fourth game is Tulsa.
Do you not have a schedule?
I do, but every time I click on the game, it
Don't click on the
refreshes.
game.
I won't.
Yeah.
Tulsa is the next game.
Tulsa.
And that's at home.
Golden Hurricanes.
Yep. And then they go on the road to A&M October 3rd.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
Should they film a scene of Tulsa King at that football game?
Yes. Did you hear about season 5 coming back?
I haven't watched season 1.
Oh.
Is it worth my time?
It is 100% worth your time.
Okay.
It actually might be more worth your time than your actual day job sometimes.
I don't know what that means.
That means priority of watching that show might be over your full-time job.
No, I like paying my bills.
I mean, so do I. Don't get me wrong. So do I. I'm just saying Sylvester Stallone's just top-notch in that show.
Okay.
He's fantastic.
He's 80 years old. It's crazy.
You know, the crazy thing is people said like he's 5'11", whatever.
Yes.
He's actually 5'7".
I told you this the other day. He's tiny.
We're like the same height.
Yeah.
Imagine Rocky Balboa is almost the same height as Dr. Crane.
Yeah. By the way, that movie in November that comes out called I Play Rocky.
Oh,
I'm telling you, I have watched the trailer for this movie 1,000,000 times, and it might be one of the best movies of all time. I had no idea all that happened for the Rocky movie.
right.
About how I knew he wrote it and they offered him money, but I didn't know, like, if you fall behind one day of filming, we're taking it from you. He broke his hand hitting the meat. I mean, and that dude looks and sounds just like Rocky.
It looks just like him. I was wondering if they had CGI involved. No.
All right.
It is the guy.
And then Matt Dillon's in it too, like his promoter. All right, go back. So
yeah, after A&M, they take on Tennessee at Fayetteville.
Oh, okay.
Then they go on the road to Vanderbilt here at First Bank. And
all right, pause it there. Tennessee hates playing in Fayetteville. In 1999, Tennessee had a better team than the 98 national champions. They had lost to Florida down there, which they should have won, but they got themselves back into the national championship picture, and they go to Arkansas in November. Arkansas beats them. Wow. 2 years ago, Nico.
That's right. On 4th down, runs out of bounds.
Arkansas
what are you doing?
Them, right? So it's not a good place. Now, Flip, give me Kentucky's first 4.
Kentucky?
Because this house sets the basis for your season. I mean, if you start out, like when Vanderbilt beat Virginia Tech, was that 2 years ago in overtime?
Here, 2 years ago, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And you're like, all right, what's going on over there? And then the momentum, and then Vandy just took off, and then you beat Alabama. It's like, all right.
Interesting first 3 for Kentucky.
Okay.
At home, Youngstown State. That's Cupcake. Get ready for a little pump-up game. Week 2 is Alabama at home in Lexington. Either you got Alabama who's not ready to play football, or
does Alabama start with FSU at home? And that we talked about yesterday.
Let me look.
I think Alabama starts at FSU because they played last year in Tallahassee.
No, that's actually week 3. So after Kentucky. Yeah.
So who's week 1?
Week 1 is Eastern Carolina for Alabama.
Okay.
At Tuscaloosa.
That's easy.
Then they go on the road to Kentucky in week 2.
All right. You'll learn a lot about both teams in that game. I did not know that.
Yeah. And then after Alabama is A&M for Kentucky.
Home?
Away.
Oh.
Yeah. So first 3 games are a little dicey. They could be 1 and 2.
Do you want to take back your Will Stein comment?
No,
Okay, all right.
no, because that's 2 games you get out of the way.
Okay.
The rest of the season, to me, I think is manageable. We'll have to see what happens with LSU. If LSU is a top contending team.
Who's the 4th game?
4th game is South Alabama, and that's at home, followed by South Carolina away, and then you play LSU at home. So probably the 2 toughest games on your schedule are at home, LSU and Alabama right now.
Okay.
I think that's pretty beneficial for them. They go on the road to Oklahoma after LSU. Then they take on Vandy at home. Then they go on the road to Knoxville to take on Tennessee.
Okay.
Followed by Florida at home. And then they go to Missouri. Then they're back home, take on Louisville.
Give me real quick, and then this is not part of what we're talking about, but
Sure.
Missouri's schedule, because they're ranked in the top 25.
Yeah.
They're just annoying. That's an annoying football team. They antagonize you. It's like a pest. And I'm not a big drinker, but they win games.
Here's the issue I have.
They win.
Their first 4 games are pretty easy.
Okay.
I wouldn't say easy, but they're winnable games.
Throw it out there.
Arkansas Pine Bluff,
What's I want to know?
Kansas.
Okay. Middle plays Kansas October 3rd. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep. Troy is game 3. Mississippi State game 4. I hate to say it.
Where's the state game?
It's at Mississippi State. It's in Starkville.
Okay. Then flip me to Mississippi State's first 4.
You really?
Because here's the deal.
You ready for game 1?
For Mississippi State,
It's Louisiana Monroe, but here's game 2. Minnesota at Minnesota.
hey, I love when Southern boys go up north and kick their ass.
And it's early in the season, so it's not going to be snowing. It's September.
Okay, yeah, I like this. Yeah. Go up there and do the air raid. I would PJ Fleck and row in that stupid boat.
Who's going to row the boats?
Right? Knock him out of bounds.
That's David Goggins, but it is what it is.
I love David Goggins.
Who doesn't, right?
Right. You can't play David Goggins motivational without bleeping every other word.
Yeah.
Which is fine. All right. So at Minnesota, say you beat, who's the first game?
Louisiana Monroe.
Second game, Minnesota. So you could be safe. You're 2-0.
Could be 2-0. They take on South Carolina on the road. Could be 3-0.
Do they?
Could be 3-0. You don't like that, do you?
I think that weirdo Beamer's got something special planned.
I mean, he is a weirdo, but I mean, come on, man.
I think South Carolina could be good this year. I just think we're all writing his epitaph, and I just think there's something there with him.
Have you been to the doctor lately?
I have.
And
you took me to get my colonoscopy.
That's right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nick Frazier, find you a friend who can take you to get a colonoscopy, and that is Dr. Crane. That's how valuable he is.
And you know what?
That's a real one right there.
It
Thank
is.
you. The doctor recommended don't eat greasy food after your colonoscopy. You remember your first meal, Joe, after your
Was
colonoscopy?
it Zaxby's?
It was Wendy's.
Wendy's. I was hungry. I didn't eat in like 2 days.
This guy goes, I'm starving. I'm like,
Right?
Joe, they said don't eat anything heavy.
And I was out.
Do you
I mean,
remember what the order was?
I think
I
it's
do.
number 1.
It was a Baconator, double patty.
No, it wasn't. You weirdo. I never got, it was a number 1. I
Yeah,
like Wendy's.
number 1. And then I got him a fruit cup because, like they said, oh, he probably needs to get something healthy in his system. Didn't eat the fruit cup.
No, fruit cup should be those, and should be banned. All right.
Continuing with the schedule, if you don't
State,
mind.
yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
South Carolina on the road, and then after that they have Missouri, like we talked about. It's at home.
It's a rough one.
It's a
man.
winnable game. It's a winnable game. After that, they have Alabama at home. So back-to-back home games in the SEC. It's uncommon. Go on the road to Death Valley to take on LSU after that. Have Oklahoma at home. Winnable game
Right.
in some sense. They go on the road to Texas. Loss.
Never. Oklahoma. No, that's a top 10 team.
They're in Starkville.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's a winnable game. Just like last year when they had Texas on the ropes and Brennan Walker had to say they're going to lose in overtime. But it's neither here nor there. Vanderbilt is at Starkville for this one. And then you have, after that, Mississippi State at home against Auburn. So, again, back-to-back home games. I kind of like that. And then they play Tennessee Tech at home and then Ole Miss on the road.
They had Arch in Texas. They had him. Done. Beaten. Was it 31-14?
Yeah, at halftime, I believe. They had them.
I thought maybe deep into the third. Am I I listened
No,
to
it was deep into the third. It was still that score. But at half, like that's what it came out to be. They had them pinned. That defense was lights out in the first half. And that wasn't even a Zach Arnett defense.
Well, and then what if they'd beat they outplayed Tennessee?
Yep.
And where was I doing? I was doing the middle Kennesaw State game. I had it on my phone. And I checked the score. I was like, oh, my God. State is neck and neck with Tennessee, playing great. And then did that game go to overtime?
Tennessee, yeah, it went to overtime. I was producing a Preds game here, and I was watching it, just distraught. I think I was actually teaching Bigsby how to run a
Bigsby,
if
Brando.
I'm not mistaken. Remember, it was Mississippi State in overtime, and I threw my hat across the room.
That was the other Brandon you were teaching to run the board.
The other Brandon. Yeah, sorry about that. My bad.
Tough guy.
That's
here,
okay.
dropping names.
It was a rough night
So
for me.
State. So, but
I do remember that though.
Yeah.
But your Cignetti question, I'm give me Silverfield.
Okay.
For some weird reason,
I'm sticking with Will Stein. I'll
Okay.
stick to my guns, regardless of how difficult the schedule is.
Sure.
I do think, it may not happen in year one where they go undefeated and go to the national title, but I do think that there is something brewing there, really.
I just hope Tennessee beats the snot out of Texas on the 26th in Knoxville. I really do. These Texas fans, we're going to be the real UT. No, you're not. They're going to go up there, and I think the Vols, I just hope Arian Carter's back, pissed off at you and me because we said he should be suspended.
Look,
he broke a rule, right?
Look,
Rex Rhodes like that. I'm going to lose my mind.
I understand. Again, we'll get back into that's fine. I don't care. I understand the logic behind it. He paid the money back.
Right.
It's just you broke a rule. You have to be used as an example because even though it is a crappy rule, understandably so.
Terrible rule, but it's a rule.
Exactly. If you break the rule, you got to be used as an example. And it's unfortunate that the way that happened, but if the NCAA or if anybody doesn't crack down on it, it's going to be like the NIL where everybody's getting paid a buku amount of money.
Well, then get rid of the rule.
Exactly.
But right now it's a rule. They broke a rule, and they knew the rule. And I love Arian Carter. Smyrna guy, great player. I love it. And I'm hype. I'd be pissed off too. You broke a rule. I hate it. Get rid of the rule. Now these guys are getting paid so much money. Get rid of the rule. And right now somewhere they're doing a defibrillator on Joe Rexroth.
Clear.
Wow, what's going on? Get to the text line.
Are those aliens?
All right, we'll take a break. We'll get back.
Love you, Rexroth.
Get your responses next. Yeah, this is the Chasing Big Joe show right here, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel, 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show, 102.5 The Game. Nick, who sings this song?
Hurry and don't know
Chew your food.
That's cheap.
It's like doing a show with a 3-year-old.
Excuse me.
Don't look up who sings this
No,
song.
I'm our question that we're getting into.
Alabama. Jinx, don't say another word till 3:01. Welcome to the Big Joe and Brando Show.
That was pretty good. I said it right when you said it too.
Yeah, I love Alabama.
Could I have
We
taken
love
a fight?
Elvis. All right, so you had a question. You got some good topics today.
Thank you.
Do the one about the overrated.
You want to do that one first?
Yeah.
Okay. What team is the most overrated in the coaches poll that was put out yesterday?
Say it every year. Oregon.
Really?
Every year. Oregon. Every single year, Oregon's overrated. Now, Nick Barris is going to call in and whine about his ducks and blah, 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 blah. By the way, which ties in, what's a duck? What are their feet called?
Palmate.
Palmate. I bet you Nick Barris doesn't even know that.
You know, Nick Barris, I feel like he likes the show, but doesn't like the show because of the Oregon hate.
Good. It's not hate.
Dislike? Disdain?
Dislike.
Okay.
They're always up there and win something for us.
Okay.
Have they ever won anything? No.
No.
They were close in 2010. They were close in 2014. Who beat them? Was it Oregon got them? Oregon beat Tech in the Orange Bowl, right? Then
Yeah.
didn't Indiana? Who got them in the Rose? Who'd they lose to in the playoffs?
Let me look real quick.
Oregon lost to Ohio State.
I think that might be right. My memory is not great, Joe. You're looking at a guy that has the memory like a fishbowl. Whatever
Do you know-
Ryan or Ross Chastain said yesterday.
Do you know elephants have great memories? Do you know that elephants look at us the same way we look
Really
at puppy dogs?
Yep.
Right? They look at humans the way we look at dogs.
It was Indiana that beat them in the Peach Bowl last year. 56-22.
That's right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Absolute onslaught.
Indiana beat Alabama in the Rose Bowl, right? Because
Yeah.
Coogan was the MVP.
Yep.
Then they went
Then they went to the Peach Bowl.
was that a semifinal game? It was, wasn't it?
The Rose Bowl was not, but yes, Peach Bowl was.
Yeah.
Peach Bowl
And then
was.
Miami beat Ole Miss.
It was. You're correct.
Yeah.
31-27 in the Fiesta Bowl.
Great.
That
game.
was that pass interference call in the back of the end zone. Remember?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
But that Ole Miss Georgia game week before was pretty. Yeah.
That was
I just think
tough.
until Oregon gets me that next level, maybe I should take that back because they got deep.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man.
Wasn't bad.
We're talking about a team that's like in the preseason or the top 25 coaches poll
Sure.
that is not worthy of being in there the entire
Well,
season.
give me LSU.
Really?
Yeah, give me.
You think they drop out of the top 25?
I hope Clemson beats them week 1
Okay.
because I'm not a Kiffin guy. I'm just not. Then they have a cupcake week 2. Then they go to Ole Miss, so they could be 1-3.
Right.
And they got that game in Knoxville in November. They still got to play Alabama. Did they play Alabama this year? LSU?
Yeah.
I hope so.
They should, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't a part of the rivalries that was left out, right?
I don't want you to look up real bit. Find out, pal.
A couple other teams that are in the top 25. Yeah, they play November the 7th. I'm about to say it's in Tiger Stadium, so in Death Valley.
Okay, all right. I just don't think they'll be there all year.
Oh, I agree. A couple other teams that are in the top 25, I think that'll be gone after week 1, or maybe after week 3 or week 4. I mean, Missouri has an easy couple 3 games of their schedule.
Oh, they're annoying. They'll be around.
You think they'll be top 25 for a while?
Yeah, they're annoying. Missouri's annoying. He's got a good program up there. Can't stand him, but got a good program.
These are
You know why I
teams.
can't stand him? Real quick, I'm sorry.
Why is that?
Because what he did at Media Days, Drinkowitz, the coach.
Oh, I thought it was because of what he said to Josh Heupel.
What was that?
Stand on business, Josh, and walk by. Remember that?
Oh, that's right. He had said that there was a longtime staffer at Missouri that was going to retire the next day. I told you about this.
Oh,
right?
yeah, that's right. He stole the thunder.
Stole the thunder. Just shut your mouth. They had they were going to have a party for her and really honor her. And he's like, I want to be the first. I'm like, what an ass.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
It's ridiculous. The rest of the list I have here that is in front of me, I think SMU's a pretender. I think they're overrated to be in the top 25. Let's see. By the way, did you hear about their quarterback, Kevin Jennings? They're having the athletic facility named after him. He is the first active college player to have the athletic facility named after him.
That's really weird.
Look it up. It's crazy. I had to really take a double take of that. I was like, Kevin Jennings, of all people? I mean, he led me a couple dynasties, a couple championships. Regardless of that, I think you look at BYU, they'll be around for a little bit. Penn State, I'm not too high on them. I know Matt Campbell came from Iowa State.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something to look at, but I'm going to pass on that. Another team I think is maybe on the upswing, but I don't know if they'll be in the top 25 consistently. That's Tennessee.
Why do you hate Tennessee? What have they done to you?
I don't hate Tennessee. I just don't think they're there. They're not there as a perennial team. I think they're just a little overrated, a little bit.
Okay.
Am I wrong? I need you to kind of give me the voice of reason here, Joe.
Oh, I don't.
Like, I'm not far off with that, right?
I need the high offense. I need the high tempo offense
From
back.
22. I don't know if that'll be back.
I
I think the SEC has figured out Josh Heupel's tempo. I really do. And/or he didn't have the right personnel. And if that's the case,
well, that's his
on
fault.
him.
Yeah. I don't. Oh, man. I don't.
Do you get where I'm coming at here?
Yeah, I do. I'm looking. CBS Sports has the overrated, underrated top 25 list. They've got highly overrated Texas A&M at 8.
I'm actually high on A&M this year.
Underrated LSU 13. Pass.
They're not underrated. They have Sam Levitt as a transfer quarterback.
Right.
What's underrated about that?
Penn State overrated. Clemson overrated. Those are the ones that they've got here. But I don't. It's a tough one, man. I'm gonna step back my Oregon comment.
Yeah, that was.
I
You went out there. You went swinging for sure.
But I don't know. I
think Ole Miss is overrated. It being in the top 10.
What did we tell you about Ole Miss?
What is that?
Folks, we did this last week with you. Okay.
Me?
Ole Miss and Kiffin broke up, right?
Yeah. They went to the gym. The
question was, what happens when your girl breaks up with you? Where does the guy go?
The gym.
He goes, Ole Miss has been in the gym.
Yeah.
You think Kiffin's been to the gym? No.
Have you seen him deep sea fishing lately?
Ole Miss went to the gym.
Okay.
And if Ole Miss goes 1-11 in 2026, it's that game September 19th. Talking to my daughter lives down in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Talking to her husband and their friends, who, by the way, they're all State fans. By the way,
Matt, he's the man.
Yep. But they're all wanting Kiffin to get his butt beat. All of them. They are. Who is that?
Healthcare. Sorry.
Answer it.
Put
him online.
No, we don't want to do that. It's probably about my blood work. We're good.
We okay?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
That's something I don't want to be saying over the air.
That's right. So, they all want them to go 1-11 to beat Kiffin, and that's the thing is I just think that I think Kiffin put so much pressure on this program at LSU that it's really unfair to the kids. That's what I think.
Yeah, 100%. I think it is unfair to the kids because they're caught in the crossfires. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Just a little dramatic pause.
Pregnant pause?
Yeah. Is it the crosshairs or crossfires?
Both.
Crosshairs.
You can do crosshairs, crossfires. I'm more of a militaristic brain, I guess.
But the crosshair is more like the anticipation, right?
I guess you could say it that way.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Do you know about aliens?
I do. Yep.
Okay.
I sure do. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to find a team now that would be. I guess LSU's the one. I just don't think.
Yeah,
that schedule's brutal. They get A&M on there, and
I think Iowa. What do you think about Kirk Ferentz? Do you think he's going to stick around for 3 more years to get to 70? His age, that is. He's 67.
Well, I think he wants to.
Yeah.
Right. Can I tell you a quick story about a guy that I went to college with?
Oh boy.
He was 35 years old. This is long. This is 30 years ago.
Good Lord.
Was
he held back 10 years?
What are you besmirching people who go to college in the 30s for, tough guy?
Oh, I thought he was an athlete. I'm sorry.
No.
Excuse me.
He's in college.
I apologize.
And he wanted to be a chiropractor.
Oh. Okay.
And I was like, okay, great. He's like, yeah, but I won't be 40 till I graduate. You know what I told him, Nick?
What'd you tell him?
I said, let me ask you something. Dave, that's not his name. I said, let me ask him, Dave, do you plan on being 40? And he said, yeah. And I said, so what's the problem?
Oh. Look at you, Joe
right?
Dubin.
It just came to me, talking to him that day. Well, I'll be 40 time I get out. He's 35. Do you plan on being 40? Nick, you plan on being 30?
Yeah.
One day?
I hope so.
You're here anyway. Just go for it. Make it happen. Get it done.
Sounded very like, jail oriented. It's like somebody that's on a sentence and they get out when they're 40. Are you gonna be there?
That's what you took out of my great
No
speech of this guy?
No, I think it's a fantastic speech. I'm just saying in general. Imagine if you're in jail and you're thinking, I won't get out till I'm 40.
Okay, well, don't put yourself in jail.
Exactly. Well, that, but
Right?
you have the anticipation of like, I'm gonna be 40. It's
Yeah.
the same anticipation. Like if you have the right mindset, you're gonna think the same, like, oh, this is gonna be 40.
Right.
Like I'm gonna be excited when I'm 40.
I exactly. And that, so I don't know. I want to ask you something when we come back about,
We can keep going a little bit.
we're way past our break time.
We have something going on behind the board. We're okay. Yeah, continue, Joseph. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay.
Let me ask you this question. This is on football topic.
Sure.
You did, and Jake did a great job calling the Cats game
Thank you.
Sunday. Chase McCabe and I were on the national TV call. Cats got the ball back with about 20 seconds to go at the end of the game. They're up 92-76, right? And some people were like, well, just kneel it. Well, the Cats were going for 100, right?
Yeah,
Which
they
I
were.
love. There was this discussion of like, hey, now you're not being professional. And I told a guy that was up there talking to us, and I said, I wish the Cats would score 1,000. And the thing was, well, that's really unprofessional. I said, no, it's not. This is where we draw the line. Your thoughts on that? Because the Cats went for it to get they didn't do it. The ball was out of the end zone, whatever. I loved it. Where do you fall on teams? And it's not running up the score, it's scoring. Let's stop this.
No.
They're scoring. Where do you land on this?
I'll clarify. It's arena football. Fans are involved. The fan, the like 12-year-old that had the pass interference called on him.
Yeah.
It's arena football. Have the score be 100-68. I wanted 100 points. I've never seen football like that in a long, long time.
Right. It's fun.
Run it up. I don't care if you call it running up the score. I call it running up the score. Make sure it's running up. You don't lose professionalism because at that point, Michigan only scored 68. There was a 30-point gap.
Okay.
They were a bad team in that case.
Let's take this into the college football world.
Okay.
If you keep running the score up on me, you know who I'm mad at? I'm mad at me because I allowed you to do that. Let's stop this. Now, high school is different. I'm not all about running up the score in high school, right? I'm not a fan about it. That's okay, right?
Okay.
Because you got to play third and fourth stringers. That's fine, whatever. And that's really not an issue. But in college, I am going to try to score 1,000 on you. You don't like it? Tough. Stop me.
I'll give you my answer on the other side of the break.
Oh, now we're going to break?
We can. We had some computer stuff
Good
going on.
God.
But I will give you my answer on the other side of the break because
All
I
right.
think you might be surprised by it.
Probably not.
Probably not.
All right, welcome. This is the Chase and Big Joe show. Break time here on 102.5 The Game.
I don't want to interrupt it.
Interrupt because we got a caller.
I know. Back here on the Chase and Big Joe show, 1025 The Game. Joe asked me a question. I'll get to that. We've been leaving this guy on the line way too long. Adam in Portland, what you got for us, man?
Well, you talked about Cignetti, man. I feel like that is a trick question. I think he's one of one. I don't think there's anybody in the SEC that could get like that dude, bring that kind of bravado and turn a team. Like, Indiana's never won like that. So I just don't think it's possible to have another one. And, yeah, I don't mind staying on the line because I wanted to tell Joe something. So I watched this show the other day. It was an accident. Married at First Sight. A couple seasons back, there's a dude who is obsessed with the 80s, just like Joe. And he marries this woman, and she hates it. So I'm curious if Joe has ran into that in his dating life. And you don't have to, go into too many details. But I'm curious if women out there like that 80s stuff.
Well, here's the deal, brother. Women out there like who the Big Joe is, right? I mean, that guy is, he is a man's man. I mean, that's basically what it is. So no further comment.
I mean, can I say this, Joe? Every Thursday at 3:45, 4 o'clock, you get your scalp buffed.
Yep,
and
I do.
And you see your own reflection through
Crazy,
the mirror.
right? Is he still in the line? Or did he go?
He is gone.
Okay. No, people love it's the stories. People love the stories. Like, are bonita fish big? Yeah, that's the story. People love, oh man. It's all passionate about something. I think the 80s was the greatest decade ever. I think 1984, it might be the greatest year of all time. Now, excluding the years my kids were born, but 1984, Bill Simmons, who I'm not a big fan of, but had a podcast about 1984 and how that's one of the greatest years of all time. Sports-wise, Michael Jordan showed up in the NBA.
That's right.
Miami Vice debuted. There's all and more things in 84. And that was Celtics won the title that year over Magic in 84, the Lakers. There's just a lot of things that went on in 1984. People, it's fine.
And the crazy thing?
Yeah.
That one of the more grossing, meaning popular TV shows on Netflix the last couple of years was Stranger Things. What era was that? The 80s.
Well, thank you.
There's a reason why the 80s struck a chord with a lot of people.
People magazine, part of being the sexiest man alive was my affinity toward the 80s. It's not me saying this. It's just, all right. Well,
to help validate that, my clothes that are hand-me-downs are my uncle's clothes from the 80s.
Let me take you to Stein Mart after work one day. Is that okay?
I would love that, actually.
Okay. Or we can go to my computer and shop at Temu.
I don't want to.
Does that work?
I don't want to shop there. There's
Good
ketchup
Lord.
stains on some of those shirts.
What a question. Do women like you talking about the 80s?
Is
If I talk to anybody, they probably wouldn't. So I like going home writing songs.
Answer these few questions.
Sure.
Is the Pope Catholic?
He is.
Does a bear crap in the woods?
I hope so.
And are a lot of people at Waffle House at 2 a.m.?
Amen.
There you go.
Okay.
There's your answer.
Yeah.
The 80s is obviously top notch.
There we go. I love it. All right, back to before we got derailed by Adam in Portland. Lord, what is your fun things, Adam?
Yeah, what is your favorite era? Is it 2005?
Yeah, right. All right. So I said earlier, I'm not a fan of running up the score in high school. And you looked at me like, hold on now. Are you a fan of running the score up in high school?
I am.
Okay, I kind of dig this.
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because I've been on the other end of getting the score ran up on, and it was Brentwood Academy my junior year. It was not fun. And same thing with Macaulay. It was a playoff game. Score got ran up through the roof. Well, I think we lost like 42-10.
Play better.
Exactly. Play better, but it was brutal. It wasn't my senior year. That was like my sophomore, junior year, I think.
Okay.
But it might have been regular season. It was cold, so it was near the end of the
So you're
season.
advocating for running the score up in high school because you got your ass beat?
Well, yeah, because everybody needs to feel what it feels like to get their ass beat. It really, honestly, it teaches you a lesson.
It does. But is it not 42-10 bad enough?
No. Run it up even more. Teach a lesson.
Well,
because come Monday on that practice, what's coach going to make you do? Run sprints. And you're going to run and run until you figure out why you made a mistake on Friday night. And when you find out what that mistake is, guess what? Come next Friday, if you have another game, you're going to fix that problem. And you're going to run the score up on the other team.
I'm not a fan of high school running scores.
I am.
But here's the deal. And I've always said this. Are you going to tell your third team tight end not to play as hard as your first team tight end? So my thing is, when the backups come in, keep running what you're doing.
That's kind of what I alluded to for all this, because when I was a sophomore and even when I was a junior, there were times I wasn't, the starter in some sense.
Right.
But we played Hillwood, and it was, I think,
God.
maybe not Jamboree. It was like first or second game of the season.
Uh-huh.
It was one of the first 4 games. We were up by like 40, I think. And they put me in. It was like fourth quarter. I was the first one in my class, like graduating class, to get varsity reps. And I never forget that drive. 11 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown. It was fantastic.
Did you score a game?
I did, yeah. This was like
It's a real game, not a little
no,
JV game?
This was a real game,
Okay.
varsity game on a
All right.
Friday night. This was literally 2 weeks after my grandfather passed away.
Okay.
And I was like really hoping to, maybe get some reps on the field.
You're a sophomore when this happens?
Yes, I was a sophomore. And 11 carries, 69 yards.
Good. Glad you haven't forgotten about it. That's good.
Well, no, they wrote about it in the school paper. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'm not going to, say that was the hoorah moment. I mean, there are other moments that I've, played
Sounds
football.
like
but,
you're getting there with that.
well, it was just sentimental for me because like of all the family stuff that was around it. My
Okay.
grandmother was at the game. She never comes to any Friday night games. It was just a coincidence. I didn't think we'd blow out Hillwood by that much.
Really?
Yeah.
It has always been terrible.
Well, yeah, but I mean, normally we don't blow them out by 40. Normally it's like 38-7 or something like that.
So, but because you're third team, you didn't take a break. I mean, I'm telling you,
Right.
guys get in. I'm not telling my backups not to play. They work just as hard as the first team does.
Yeah, and I just think there should be opportunities for teams to run the score up in high school for those third or fourth stringers to get some tape on them. I mean, yeah, you have JV games, but there are not a lot of coaches out there that are taking stock in JV games. That's just for you to understand the playbook.
Right.
That's what JV is for. It's for you to understand the playbook and possibly get some reps at the varsity level.
What would Adam in Portland think about your drive?
He'd probably think, is that 2005 or 2010?
Or would he say like it's 11 carries, 69 yards, but couldn't you go like 75 yards? Did you have a big run? I mean, could you do better? Can you do better?
Yeah, probably could have, but it was like almost the same play every other play. So
Okay.
I was like, yeah.
All right.
There was one play that did like a power to the right, and then the other plays were like more fullback oriented. Again, this was in like that little wing tee. So I was coming from a 3-point stance.
Thanks. What did you have to eat that day?
We always had chicken and rice. Then we bust over.
Nice.
It was always the go-to Friday night meal. I did
Love
not
it.
like it. We all kind of drank Pedialyte to just hydrate ourselves.
This is okay.
Did you not do that in high school? Did you not drink Pedialyte?
Back in the 80s?
Yeah.
No, but we had water. That's drink water and play your ass off. That was it.
Okay. Salt water?
No, we didn't have all the fancy private school stuff, man.
Dude,
We're
salt
lucky
water.
we're lucky to have one manager to put water out there.
Okay. I mean,
And it wasn't Chase McCabe.
okay.
You know, we did what we had.
There's an age gap there.
But, one of my favorite stories with John Robinson is talking that his first job and professional job was he had to make sandwiches for SEMO, the football team on road trips.
Really?
He had to make sandwiches. And it's great talking about that. It was because he's like, man, those were the days, man. You had to make sandwich. You had to make like 30 ham, like 30 turkey, and like 30 corned beef. And that's what manager/graduate assistants do, man.
Yeah.
You do whatever. You got to get through the door.
Well, if you're a GA, you're right. You do anything you can to get through the door, but also you're not getting paid for it.
Yeah.
So, like,
I mean, our coaching buddy, when he was at Cumberland, made almost no money and did all that. You got to start. You just don't land with the Georgia Bulldogs like coaching linebackers. I mean,
you're doing equipment.
Well, Robert
you're doing
Sala
everything.
talked about how him and Matt LaFleur played for our coach with Brian Kelly, the LSU coach.
Yep.
At some school in Michigan, he treated him like dirt. So, yeah.
Didn't they room together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the story about how Brian Kelly was having a big party, invited him to the party, and then says, oh, by the way, you guys were valet parking cars tonight. Don't come in the house.
I would honestly walk home.
I don't know if it's Sala or Matt LaFleur allegedly said, right then we learned never to treat other coaches that way. So basically, Brian Kelly's been an ass for a long time. Hey, y'all, Brian Kelly here.
Me and my family.
How's Brian talk up in New York City? I mean, it's a different accent everywhere he goes, right?
Yeah, I know. Can you do a New York accent?
Not really.
How you doing? No,
Yeah,
it doesn't
doing
work.
all right. No, I can't do it.
Can't either.
I can do the one. Hey, man.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back more, wrap up the second hour here on 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni National Hotel. Welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show. Quick segment here. The third hour coming up in just a few moments out there. Adam from Portland's way back. Adam, I don't know what mincing means, so I can't respond back to you. Look, Adam, we love you, brother. That's it. Nobody gets upset. This is not Joe Rexroad. This is Joe Dubin. We're good. We love you. You're a huge part of the show, Adam, in Portland. So thank you for always being part of that.
I guess he's busy during the day. We haven't heard from Adam in Portland for a while. So call back sometime, Adam. We always appreciate the
Feel
calls.
free to call back and know what's going on. You're killing it with the topics today.
Oh,
By the way, our question of the
stop
day is,
it.
we'll get back to the third hour. Our question of the day is, if aliens landed in Nashville, who would you send to talk to them first? One person. I said Dolly Parton. Dr. Crane said
Amy Armstrong.
Brando said
Jelly Roll.
and then for coming in fourth is George Plaster, because he would bore them and they'd get on the ship and leave.
Hello, everybody.
So 615-737-1025. Who would you send out to talk to the aliens? Now, listen, I like this topic you got coming up next.
Do you now? I appreciate
Sure.
it. You were talking about road trips earlier and, just
In college football.
College football. I'm wondering, just if you know this or if you have a favorite, what college football fan base has the best road schedule? If they go travel on the road, what fan base has the best schedule?
Well, I found a list. The best non-conference football game that they voted on for 2026. This team is traveling to this team, and folks are saying this is the best away game of the year for the certain team.
Really?
I'll tell you it is.
Oh, you better.
We love it.
In
man.
hour 3, man.
Got
you
it.
better.
This is the Chase and Big Joe show. Weighing on our text line at 615-737-1025. Brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel right here on 1025 The Game. All right, welcome back to the third hour of the Chase and Big Joe show right here on 102.5 The Game, brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. Weigh in on our text line, 615-737-1025. You already know our question today. We got a ton of responses about if the aliens landed in Nashville, who would you send locally to talk to them? So we'll read some of your responses there. Chase McCabe off today. Dr. Crane in studio. Brando behind the board. A lot of fun today. A lot of college football talk, which I love. Titans are practicing today, but no media availability, so not much to hear from over there. All right, you've talked about which college football team has the best road trips for their team this year. I will tell you, this list has the top 3 non-conference games of the year. Ohio State at Texas is number 1. That's going to be really, really, really good.
Yep.
Number 2, Oklahoma at Michigan. It's more SEC Big Ten battles.
That's true.
The number 3 best non-conference game of the year, I got a problem with this.
Oh, boy.
But I hate saying I got a problem with it. Louisville versus Ole Miss here in Nashville.
I don't have a problem with it at
That's
all.
third.
I think it's fantastic.
Louisville?
Well, I get maybe the matchup might not be fantastic, but the location is fantastic.
Of course it is.
Everybody loves Nashville. I love watching football games that are college-oriented here in the city, especially Vandy, for sure.
What's Labor Day weekend? Louisville may be a dark horse in the ACC. Don't care. While Ole Miss hopes to contend for a college football playoff berth in year 1 under Pete Golding. The other 2, Boise State and Oregon, and Notre Dame at BYU. Catholics versus Mormons.
And guess what? That's at 9:15 in Provo.
That is. Are you allowed to stay up that late, being Catholic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say your prayers and then, wake up. And
right now, Notre Dame's a 10-point favorite. Oregon's a 24.5-point favorite of Boise State. Ole Miss, 7-point favorite. Michigan is a 2-point favorite. And then Texas at 1-point favorite over Ohio State. All right, what's the best teams?
Well, let me continue with your theme here for a quick second.
Okay, Pumpkin.
2 games you missed, and I'm surprised.
I'm just giving you the list on here.
I know, but I'm surprised you didn't mention these 2 games.
All right.
One obviously kind of falls in the same suit with Nashville being a neutral site game. This is a neutral site game in Atlanta. It is Baylor versus Auburn in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Do you have a problem with that?
Neutral site games?
Yeah.
I loathe neutrals, but
The matchup, though.
I love National Sports Council, and they're putting on Louisville Ole Miss, so go to the game.
Okay.
Baylor Auburn.
You know who Baylor's quarterback is, right?
No.
DJ Lagway. Florida's former quarterback.
Is it really?
Yeah. Now you have Auburn with, Alex Golish.
Okay. I like this. Auburn interests me because I like Golish.
Yeah.
And I saw a clip today of him. They're going to a 13-day camp, which is they've checked in some Marriott and down in Auburn somewhere.
Is it
right?
like the darkness retreat, but for the Auburn
I don't know,
Tigers?
but he's like no girlfriends, no. Then he says Golish says no girlfriends, no dogs, no cats, none of that stuff that you're into. And I was like, what the hell is he talking
He pulled a
about?
page out of Jeff Fisher's book.
But yeah, there's nothing. Hey guys, how's it going? So they're doing this 13-day camp, which is very cool. But all right, go ahead. So what's your team that's got the best road schedule?
Hang on, there's one more game I got to mention.
Louise.
And I think it might be the coolest atmosphere in college football. It's at an NFL stadium. It's Notre Dame versus Wisconsin at Lambeau Field. That's pretty cool. Come on.
Let me think.
One of the most historic football stadiums of all time.
Don't like it. I don't like it.
What?
I play that game on campus. Give me Notre Dame on my campus. Camp Randall, Chase and I went there last year because Middle played Wisconsin, almost beat them.
Right.
Give me that game on campus. I like on-campus games. I don't like NFL stadiums.
But
I don't.
Lambeau Field.
Don't give a damn. Go see the Packers play there. What would you say if it was Wisconsin at Notre Dame? They're playing that Notre Dame game at Soldier Field. Give me your call. I want to be on campus.
Yeah,
USF is building a stadium in Florida. Tampa, that stadium is fine. But they're like, we got to get people on our campus. That's it. When they floated the idea of Vanderbilt playing at Nissan Stadium, no.
But if there's any NFL stadium atmosphere around its structure, it has to be the Green Bay Packers.
That's fine.
It's a small knit type town. It's
play the
football
Packers
town.
there.
Yeah, but I just think if there's one college game to put the exception to the rule, I think it's this game, Wisconsin, Notre Dame.
I think the NFL game, the atmosphere is absolutely boring.
I agree.
Compared to college football.
No, I agree. That's why I'm saying if you add these college teams into a NFL historic stadium like Lambeau Field,
that's great.
It's fantastic. I think it elevates things. If you're asking
that's
me.
Great. Go there. I'd rather see Notre Dame go to Camp Randall.
Okay,
I would. I'd rather see me play Notre Dame at Notre Dame. That's what makes college football so badass and unique are these stadiums. Like last year, Syracuse and Tennessee at Mercedes-Benz. There was no atmosphere there. Take the game to Knoxville. Take the game to Syracuse.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's an atmosphere you got there. Play that. There's nothing at Mercedes-Benz. It was nothing. Didn't like it at all to do that. Even when A&M plays Arkansas at Jerry's World, I'm like, no, put that game in Fayetteville. Put that game in College Station. I want to take me to your college. That's just so much better to. But I might be in the minority. I don't know, but that's what I like.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, now to the teams that I think have the best away
this thing
schedule.
you teased 9 hours ago.
Well, you got me hooked on the whole best games in college football. I thought that's one game that should be highlighted,
right.
but
no,
whatever.
No, what's the best? Now, this is the best
road schedule
or
for
most
fans.
fun.
Most fun.
Okay.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Right.
I'm just saying this might be the most fun for
Sure.
fans if they go on a road trip to, for away games. Number one on the list for me is Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame, I include the Lambeau Field game.
Okay.
But you go to Purdue. I think Purdue is one of those historic.
Yawn, but keep going.
Okay. UNC. You go into the ACC and you just absolutely boot stomp
Belichick.
Bill Belichick. I think that's going to be a fun one.
Okay.
You have BYU. Talked about Mormons. And go.
BYU's the backdrop is beautiful.
Exactly.
I didn't talk about Mormons.
You said
I just said Catholics versus Mormons. It's not like talking about them.
I'm not talking about. I'm just saying, just
okay. Keep going.
All right, continuing. Navy. It's up there in Foxborough, up there at Gillette, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah.
Get on campus. All right, keep
You
going.
okay, Joe?
Right.
Good Lord.
Right.
The last one's Syracuse.
Okay.
I like that.
That's the Carrier Dome.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Notre Dame's got a pretty cool away schedule. Now, here closer to the Bible Belt in the SEC, I think the team that has the best away schedule, probably one of the tougher ones, but it's A&M.
Oh, talk to me.
Death Valley, LSU. Then you go to Missouri, with a tough place playing Columbia. Then you go to Tuscaloosa. Then you go to South Carolina and wrap up with Oklahoma away.
Oh, wow. Let me look at that because I was looking at LSU's road schedule at Ole Miss, at Kentucky, at Auburn, and at Knoxville, and then Razorbacks. No, I'm good. I like it. I need to look up Oklahoma's schedule. I got a feeling about Oklahoma.
Another one that I've kind of already mentioned one game of, and I think it's in the ACC, it's UNC. I like their away schedule. Just when it goes to place, you have UNC at TCU. That's over in Dublin, Ireland, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right.
Dubin, Ireland.
Ireland.
Then you go to Clemson, the other Death Valley. That's a cool place. I've always wanted to go there. That feels to be a fun one to go to. Pittsburgh, you play Pitt. That's at Heinz Field. There's at Acrisure Stadium now. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Another historic.
Well,
NFL
that's Pitt's
spot.
home field.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying it's an NFL city. I've heard Pittsburgh's a phenomenal sports city to go visit. I feel like that'd be a cool
Matt
place to go.
Saggio tell you that?
No, he did not.
Okay.
The next one is Duke. Duke at UNC, the rivalry game.
That's like 5 miles away from campus.
I know, but it's a rivalry game.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be a cool road trip to go to. Then you have UConn and Virginia. Virginia is nothing much to it, but
Do you like that schedule?
I think it'd be fun. If you go on a road trip, I think it'd be a blast.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Do you drink before you come to work?
No, that's illegal.
Okay, good.
I don't like to drink and drive. That's illegal too.
You should. I'm trying to pull up this Oklahoma schedule, but my computer for some reason it's like, hey man, we're gonna restart things.
And here's another one for you. While your computer.
Oh, is this as good as a North Carolina game? Can't wait.
It might be a little bit better. USC, the Trojans. I think their away schedule is kind of interesting. Being in the Big Ten, you're across one coast to the other. You go play Rutgers, then you go play Penn State and Happy Valley. Probably be a tough one.
Okay.
Then you have Wisconsin, like you mentioned earlier.
At Camp Randall?
At Camp Randall.
Good.
Then you have Indiana, at Indiana. And then you have UCLA to wrap it up. And I believe that's at the not Rose Bowl, the other one.
Coliseum.
Coliseum, thank you.
That's their home field.
I know. My brain had a mental
No, I don't
lapse
like
there.
that. All right,
You
Oklahoma.
don't like that?
Oklahoma's
What's
away.
wrong with you, Joe?
Is you.
Oh, thanks.
Oklahoma. Oh, I like this Oklahoma schedule. At Michigan, at Georgia, Oklahoma rolling into Georgia on the 26th. My Lord. Cotton Bowl versus Texas. That's always been played there. I like that. At Florida. That's a pretty good, fun little schedule. Michigan, Georgia, Cotton Bowl, and then Florida. They got a little trip to little Mississippi State in there. So
Hey, Stark Vegas.
that
There is
could
a
be
Mapco somewhere in Starkville. I forget what street it's on. This guy,
you could have made up any street, and I would have said yes.
But regardless, it's right off the strip, and he cooks crawfish and boils them. And I remember my brother took me one time. It was the Auburn game where they went #1 in the nation.
Right.
Fantastic crawfish, unbelievable.
Let me tell you about crawfish.
That's what I love most about college football. Is you go to some very small town
Right.
and you just eat food off the street. I'm in for that.
Well, that's why LSU for years has petitioned, like, give us night home games.
Yeah.
And if you had one, and I'd be like, yeah, and I get it because all that cooking and drinking and raising hell, I'd like that.
Another reason why I think people should go visit Stark Vegas, Starkville, Mississippi, in Davis Wade Stadium in the 300s level on the home side, there is a grill out, basically. So in 300s,
A gorilla?
grill out.
Oh, okay.
Not a gorilla, a grill out.
It'd be more fun if there's a gorilla up there, man. You try to eat and he chases you?
No, but you can bring your own food up there and you can cook
Okay.
in
all
the
right.
300s level. I think that's pretty cool because there's no concessions up there.
Well, okay.
It's kind of like baseball. They had the left field
Wait,
lounge.
hold on. You got to bring like your steak and cook it on a griddle on the 300 level?
Why not?
Is this for real?
Yeah. I'll pull it up for you.
How are you going to allow me to bring food into the stadium? Excuse me, sir. What's in there? Oh, it's a steak. We're going to cook it up with a gorilla on the third level.
There's no gorilla up there. But it's Starkville, Mississippi. It's a small town, college
You're
town.
telling me, and look, man, I think the world of you, okay?
Uh-huh.
You're telling me to go to Mississippi State for the simple purpose of cooking my own food with a gorilla on the 300 level.
The last part's not true, but
But you said 300 level,
it is 300 level.
and there's like a little grill up there.
Yeah, there's like a grill area. It's like an outdoor kitchen. It's pretty cool.
Do people do this?
Yes.
I want one person on the text line
I hope
to
so.
text in and say they've done this
Somebody,
because I don't
please.
believe this.
I'll pull it up on the Google. I promise you. I saw
You can bring your own. What if? All right, how many grills are up there?
that. I don't know. I'd have to check out the specs. Let me look.
All right, now I like the uniqueness of that, which separates college from pro. I dig that.
Let's see.
But you're gonna let somebody bring in their own meat?
Here we go. At Davis Wade Stadium at Mississippi State University in Starkville, 300s level features dedicated concession stand spots, including portable options like Stark Tacos, serving foods at the upper deck level and to bring throughout. So there you go.
But where's my grill?
They have little like kiosk up there that you can kind of do your own thing. I'm telling you, I've seen it with my own
I
eyes.
got
on
it.
videos.
Somebody's got to back you up on this story.
I'm a text. Look,
No, you're not. No, you're not going to text anybody. They're going to text us.
all right.
Don't lose your propaganda machine over there to do that.
Look, they have a 3D spot
I
of
don't
it.
like looking at.
Okay, all right. Never mind. All right, whatever.
Just send me the link.
Yeah, you got it, buddy. You got it.
I thought you would say, "Hey, man, you go to Starkville. You got some beautiful co-eds down there. The ambiance is great. Here you are. Go cook on the 300 level with a gorilla and hang out."
There's no
Which
gorilla.
Which the reason that we love you is because of things like that.
I mean, it's just such a cool atmosphere, man. They're trying to bring that baseball atmosphere to football.
Why?
They do that at whatchamacallit, at the Duty Noble. They do that. It used to be called the Left Field Lounge. Then they made the big expansion. They built the beautiful like apartment little level, whatever that is.
Right.
They moved it all to the right field. Now you can back your grills in and put them right there in the right field lounge.
Well, that's fine, but from friends who went to the Mississippi State game last year in Starkville, remarked about what an outstanding environment that was.
Ask your son-in-law.
Loud.
Ask your son-in-law. He'll probably give you the answer.
Yeah. By the way, I got him tickets to Eastern Kentucky played Mississippi State 2 years ago down there. I got him tickets. He'd never been on the field like that. And he called me and said, "Hey," I said, "How'd it go, buddy? Did you guys have a good time?" He said, "Yeah, we had a great time." He goes, "Your friend, Coach Wells." I said, "Yeah." He's like, he cusses a lot during the game. And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, there was a ref that made a bad call. And then your friend said a lot of cuss words that were really, I'd never heard of some of them." I'm like, "Well, that's what a coach does, right? To get that close and the access down there."
And very close to home, did you hear the Aaron White Cotton video? Did you see that?
No,
There were kids in front of him or near him, and he was just saying some explicit language.
It's practice,
It's
man.
football. That they're grown men.
How bad was the language? Pretty bad?
Yeah, we're dropping some letters that start with F, and yeah, I'll have to find the video.
Well, you know, we had Tim Haswick on this talking about Bill Parcells, excuse me, to Phil Simms. Phil Simms has a quote. He said, "For the first 3 years of my career, I thought my name was GD."
Yeah,
That's all Bill Parcells, how he would address me that way.
no.
What happened? Bill Parcells is on
No,
the phone?
we have a phone call from a guy named Gorilla from Mississippi State.
He wants to chime in on the Mississippi State cookouts.
Okay, let's hear it.
What's up, Gorilla?
Hello.
Joe Dubin, good to talk to you. Yeah, I've listened to you guys from Starkville several times. I just want to say we have a good time. I want to vouch. I want to vouch for my man and say that we have a good time down there. I like to bring some steaks and hot dogs. I am the gorilla that hangs out at Mississippi State. We cook on the third level, totally legit. And I just wanted to call and say I'm a big fan of the show.
Thank
Hey,
you.
don't go anywhere.
That's my man.
Don't go anywhere. How do you get steaks into the? Do they not like check you?
When you're a gorilla, you can get away with anything you want to.
That's a good point. I'm not going to stop a gorilla.
Call back anytime. Yeah, we'll give you the
All
hotline
right.
number. That's my guy right there.
Thank
Hail
you,
State.
Gorilla.
Thank you.
Gorilla.
Yeah.
Gorilla can't hang up. You know why? Opposable thumbs. He's having a tough time hanging the
But I can't respond to that. I don't know how to respond to that. But hey, look, it's validated.
Okay, I like
Thank
it.
you.
That makes. Did you get that number, Brenda? We're going to call back. Maybe that gorilla's over at the zoo. Maybe he's over there debating about tearing up the data center, running through there and just ripping that place to shreds.
Not happening.
The data center, it's going to roll through there.
Is it happening?
I think so. We'll just send Gorilla in with steaks and let him just go crazy.
He'll put a stop to all of it.
He will put a stop to it. All right, we'll take a break. Come back. We'll get to our question of the day: is if aliens landed in Nashville or Starkville, who would you send out to talk to him? Would Gorilla go talk to him?
I think he'd probably serve him steaks.
He would. Gorilla, George Plaster. Which one? Give me which G would you take?
George.
The OG. Right. All right. Back with more. 615-737-1025. Jason Big Joe Show brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel right on 1025 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe Show, right here, 102.5 The Game. Man, you throw out a couple hours of college football. It's awesome. You guys are great. Talking about road trips and non-conference games and a gorilla cooking up at Mississippi State. Is it Davis Wade Stadium?
It is Davis Wade Stadium.
So now we got our question today is, if the aliens landed in Nashville, who would you send out to talk to them first? We have Bear on the phone with the weigh in. Bear, who are you sending out to talk to the aliens?
So it ain't got to be a Nashville athlete or nothing, right?
Well, a connection here to Nashville, Middle Tennessee. Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Well, since there's got to be a connection there, I'd probably send like Derrick Henry, because I want them to think this is what all humans is. You know what I'm saying? So they'll know, hey, we thinking about taking over, but look at what they bringing up here. but now, if I wouldn't have done Nashville, I would have said Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And real quick, Joe, Stone Cold had told a story about a friend of his was married, and he found out a wrestler was messing around with his wife. And he said, man, when I find out who it is, I'm going to, blah, blah, blah. And Stone Cold said he had seen him like a couple weeks later. He said, you found out who was messing with your wife? He said, yeah, Brock Lesnar. He said, well, what'd you do? He said, I told him I hope y'all have a great life together.
Oh, Bear, that's awesome. All right, thank you, Bubba. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
And Derrick Henry's so nice, too.
Yeah.
That aliens be like, all right, he's nice and he's huge, and we just need to get the hell out of here.
Pre or post they call it his tail or whatever it is in the back of his head. He had the hair that he
What
wrapped
the
up.
hell are you talking about?
They called it the
dreadlocks?
Yeah, but he called it a different name. They nicknamed it when he was here in Nashville.
Did they?
Yeah,
I
they
didn't pay
nicknamed it.
attention to that.
Am I right or wrong, Brandon?
I think they called it like the armadillo tail or something.
Yeah.
I know what he's talking about.
Is that-
He's not making that up.
Pre or post the tail?
Does it matter?
I think it
I'm
does.
not looking at the armadillo tail. I'm looking at how just massively huge he is
But
for a running back.
When that was 2,000-yard Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference.
I don't think people realize truly how massively big he is for a running back.
Yeah.
There's that picture where they're walking out of Lambeau Field a couple of years ago, that Thursday night game, him and Jeffrey Simmons, and he's bigger than Jeffrey Simmons.
Do you remember his rookie year? There was a picture of him and Deion Lewis standing next to each other.
That would be the second year.
Second year, excuse me.
Yep. And that was the joke, like, the little little brother out to practice.
Yeah.
Just massive. Didn't Florida want him? I think Muschamp wanted him at linebacker, if I recall correctly. And he's like, no, I want to play.
Because he's from what, Yulee, Florida?
Basically down around Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So his senior year would have been 2012. And that's the thing. Like, Bear Bryant wanted Bo Jackson to play running linebacker.
Right.
And Bo's like, and then Pat Dow's like, no, you're going to play running back. Basically, he's like, what did Bear say? Oh, you want to play running back? You come here. And there's other instances, too. There's, there's one more great football player that in high school it was Jeff think about it. Joe Paterno wanted Jeff Hostetler to play DB. He said, I want to play quarterback. And he went to West Virginia and played quarterback. There's instances like this all up and down football, position swaps and things like that. But I just always remember that because Jeff Hostetler was a damn good quarterback and won a Super Bowl for the Giants, 1990.
Before I was born.
Because GD, Phil Simms, was out. Didn't play.
Everybody's got a nickname.
Right.
When you play football, everybody had a
Do we have any more alien responses?
Oh,
will you read a few for us?
Yeah, you got it. Oh, boy.
You got it, Mike. Read them.
You got it. Let's see here. Matthew from Jolton talks about the scheduling for college football, best away games. Said LSU and Clemson needs to be played every year at week 1, determining the real Death Valley.
I like it. Yeah.
It'd be pretty good. Let's see here. Viking Matt says Pittsburgh would be a great spot during September for Pirates, the Pitt games, and even Steelers. So, yeah, you're pretty good on that one, Viking Matt. Let's see. Caleb says my coworker's daughter goes there, and it's 100% true. You can see there's smoke on the TV broadcast. So
At Mississippi State,
300 levels. Food. Yep.
I can't believe that actually you bring your own food in.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we have Greg, who has now texted in as well. Not Greg Pogue, a different Greg, says at the baseball field at Mississippi State, they do the same thing. Thank you very much. Your boy, Mike Organ,
Oh, God.
Rayon City's finest said, "This is Mike Organ. It's a spider monkey, not a gorilla." Remember that.
No.
That's what he said. It's a spider monkey.
You said there's gorillas that cook on the third level.
And he says it's spider monkeys.
We don't have those in Rayon City. Mike's better than that. Does he really say this is Mike Organ?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
How narcissistic are you to say this is Mike Organ?
I love Mike Organ, man.
Right?
Come on now.
I mean, I've been on the city council within Rayon City for decades. And
Yeah.
I get it, but to say that is just something else. Thanks a lot, Mike.
Hey, Cats were in a text here for our question of the day. They said Jeff Jarrett, so he can smash them with the guitar over their head.
Look, I never get tired of watching Jeff Jarrett smash people with a guitar. I've seen it a million times. I'm hoping he hits Chase with one.
Championship game Saturday.
Hope he hits Chase with a guitar.
It's possible.
If he hit Chase with a guitar, Chase would no longer be on this planet. Jeff Jarrett would have sent him somewhere in the outer space.
I mean,
right?
that'd be something to watch.
Okay. Any more?
We have one for you, actually. It's actually a compliment for you.
Oh,
It's
no.
Thomas on a card phone. It says, "Hey, Big Joe, congrats on the album release. Can I find it anywhere on Apple Music or anything like that? Thanks, buddy. Thomas on a car phone." Plug it real quick if you want.
You can. It's
Go ahead.
It's under Music Box Entertainment.
Yeah.
My friend Leland Crow set it up, but you could
What's the album called, Joe?
Starwood Dreams.
And what's the best song on that album, Joe?
Sunsets in You, baby. Maybe
You got
Brando could play. Can Brando play that later on?
I mean, it's licensed now. Yeah.
It
so
is?
yeah.
So thank you, Thomas on the car. I appreciate that.
I'll
buddy.
help him with that in the next
Yeah,
segment.
Starwood Dreams. But yeah.
Let's see more here. Steve out of Nashville says would send him to talk to some higher ups here in Nashville. Let's see here. Talk about for aliens. Yeah, we're just going to continue with that one. Can't read that on the air.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, this is a question, I believe. 9463 says, "We perceive aliens as well or bald. So anyone from the Titans coaching staff that's bald can make them feel at home."
Hey, include me in that.
Yeah, Joe,
Yeah, right?
you got a little bit of hair on your head, though.
I have zero hair on my head.
You can
Why are you looking at me that way for?
Do you count the facial hair?
No. Is that my head, Goofy?
It is, actually.
It's not. I told you, if my hair grows out, if I let my hair grow, I'd look just like Krusty the Clown. My hair grows so thick on the sides that no, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, someone correct you. David in Murfreesboro says it was fullback, not linebacker.
Who? Oh,
Derrick Henry.
fullback.
Yeah.
I think Muschamp wanted him at linebacker, and Saban's like, no, you're running back.
Okay. Well, I'm just giving
I
you
mean, that's what I was told. So.
okay. I'm just giving you the message.
All right, we'll take another break. We'll come back because what a great show, man.
Yeah.
Right?
It's only going to get better.
Only going to get better. We
Wanna
got
know
30
why?
more minutes. Right.
245.
240 celebrity birthdays. All right. We'll take a break. Come back. This is the Chase and Big Joe Show brought to you by the Omni Nashville Hotel. We'll be down there tomorrow from noon to 3 at Barlands. Come down, say hi. It's going to be a fun day. We always love to see people that come down there and check the show out. So we'll see you there tomorrow. Back with more right here on 102.5 The Game. All right, welcome back to the Chase and Big Joe show. Real sports show comes your way at 3 o'clock. DVD will be here from 3 to 6, produced by the very engaging and talented Connor Newt. Right? I mean, they just upped their game with Connor Newt. It's already a great show. Now it's another level with Connor Newt.
DVD's fantastic.
It is. All right.
Make
By
sure
the
to
way,
check in with the 6 as well. Connor hosts that as well.
By the way, Gator Mike weighed in about this. I did not know this. All right. So it was Muschamp wanted Derrick Henry at linebacker, not at fullback. Then it says, this is another good one. Lamar Jackson wanted to come to Florida and play quarterback, but Will Muschamp wanted to become as an athlete instead, not specifically a quarterback. So when Howard Schnellenberger was at Miami, and then Jimmy Johnson had this as well, from Orlando down in Florida, you don't let guys get out. You don't let guys, you have guys come to the University of Miami. That was their mantra back then. You don't let guys, Orlando, Tampa, straight down. Ray Lewis, Warren Sapp. I mean, these great players.
Michael Irving.
The Blades brothers, on and on and on and on. So the fact that Lamar Jackson got out of Miami to Louisville
is wild.
It's nuts.
And went on to win the Heisman.
And win the Heisman. He was great at Louisville. I mean, great. Could have had that at Florida.
I always remember they were playing at Syracuse. This was Louisville. And he just leapfrogged. It wasn't even a hurdle. It was a leapfrog over the DB. And he waltzed in like the goal line.
I mean, could you imagine having – and, a lot of people get on him because, they haven't won a Super Bowl and blah, blah, blah. I mean, all I remember is Lamar Jackson in the playoffs in the COVID year of 20.
Yeah.
Who was that DB that ran his mouth? It was Kenny Vaccaro. Shut your mouth. I couldn't stand him. And Jackson just running by him down. I was like, ha, you're going to talk crap about Lamar Jackson and watch this. And watching how I was like, that guy, that is. So I hope Lamar wins a Super Bowl because that athleticism has never been seen at a quarterback level. And I hope he does.
Yeah. I mean, he even said it when he got drafted. Remember, I think it was Deion Sanders that asked him the question at the podium, or right after he was drafted. They said, what is Baltimore getting out of you? He goes, they're getting a Super Bowl out of me.
But tick-tock.
I know.
Tick-tock.
He's went in year what? 7?
8. Might be year 9.
Year 9?
No. 18 and 2. Yeah, it might be. You look it up. Did he get drafted in 18? It was a Josh Allen draft, right? Or did he get drafted in 17?
2018, yeah. 32nd overall. Yeah.
So this is now the 9th season. Right? It took Jordan 84 to 91, 8 seasons to win a title.
You go and sign Zay Flowers the other day to $140 million.
It's not bad, man.
No, I mean, don't get me wrong. And Jake made a good point about this. He's a really good wide receiver, but not like top 5, not top 10.
Okay.
It's great. I just think you have to have a top 5 wide receiver, I think, if you're trying to.
What's not making him a top?
I'd say his height is kind of
top 10. I think he's a damn good player.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's another guy. Zay Flowers is Fort Lauderdale. Where did he go to college?
Boston College.
How do you let these guys get out of down there?
Out of the pipeline.
Well, not necessarily you don't have to go to Miami, but like Florida State. You want to know why Florida State sucked the last 5 years? All these guys are leaving.
And they're going to Miami.
But there's a lot of talent down there that you could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, Bobby Bowden built a powerhouse of guys in that lower triangle of Tampa, Sarasota, Orlando, on down to Miami. I mean, you can't sign them all, but still.
Even when Jimmy Johnson was there at Miami, he grabbed a guy in the name of Joe Dubin. Tried to. I'm going to get your hands off of me, buddy. All right, we'll come back. What's next, pal? America's favorite game, and it's celebrity birthdays.
The people love this game.
Coming up next right here on the Chase and Big Joe Show, 102.5 The Game.
All right, welcome back into the final segment of the Chase and Big Joe Show right here, 102.5 The Game. Appreciate all the responses today. I would say it again. We say it every day to our listeners, the texters, guys and girls. We love you. Thank you. You make our day. It's 12 to 3. This is a nonsense show. We just show up and have fun and laugh, and we're so glad and grateful that you guys and gals are with us throughout the journey. Chase is off today. Dr. Crane in studio. Brando behind the board. We're at the Omni tomorrow down at Bar Lines. Come down and say hi from noon to 3. Always fun at the Omni Nashville Hotel, and we love seeing our good friend Todd Rodermel and all the family down at the Omni. So always a lot of fun down there. This has been fun. The responses to all the questions, and I'm telling you, you can't go wrong talking college football. You just can't.
It's fantastic. It's like when you have the perfect dish that you're going to eat, it's college football every day of the week.
Right. I got a stat for you real quick. I know we got time.
Numbers.
Stat. This is not from Mike Sando.
Is this a stat of the day for us?
It is not, but I found this intriguing about teams that have, and for some dumb reason I deleted it. Oh, here it is. Most NFL rushing TDs by college in the Super Bowl era in the National Football League. This is a great stat. Most NFL rushing TDs by college. So, like, for example, Tennessee is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Tennessee is 10th. So, like, Charlie Garner played at Tennessee in the 90s. He played in the NFL.
Right.
His touchdowns, whoever running back in Tennessee played in college, whatever.
Carries over, yeah.
Carries NFL, right? So 10th is Tennessee with 3. The Tennessee running backs have scored most NFL rushing TDs by college. So overall, rushing, Tennessee is 10th at 385 touchdowns, Super Bowl era. Number 9 is Texas, 8 Notre Dame, 7 is Florida. So Florida graduates, players have scored rushing touchdowns 419 times. Ohio State, 433. 5th is USC, 439. The next 3 are all SEC teams that have scored. Oklahoma running backs have scored 400. Oklahoma players rushing have scored 449. I'm getting a spam call in the middle of this. I'm about to lose my mind.
So with Florida's rushing touchdowns, does that include Cam Newton in this case? Because like when he was there for
great point.
Like, does that include rushing touchdowns for Tim Tebow?
This is most NFL rushing TDs by college. Tebow only played for one team.
I know. You said Florida.
Yeah, Florida is 6.
Yeah, I know. But Tebow was the quarterback at Florida.
Yeah.
And carried into the NFL.
This is not quarterbacks.
I know. I'm just saying in general, you said rushing touchdowns. It didn't specify if it was running backs or quarterbacks.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Do the quarterback rushing?
Yes.
I guess they count. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, Peyton Manning's part of this. He's probably scored 3 touchdowns. Third is Georgia, 517. Alabama's second at 629.
As they should.
But the number 1 team with the most NFL rushing TDs by college is not an SEC team. And I am blown away by this.
I think I may have an answer.
Go.
It's in the Big Ten.
It is not.
Oh.
It's in the
ACC.
Michigan doesn't even make this list.
In the ACC, let me think. Who are the powerhouse running backs?
You also get Florida. Also, Gator Mike makes a good point. Emmitt Smith.
Yep.
Part of that.
Let's go with Florida State.
They're not even top 10.
Oh wow.
It's Miami.
It's
Miami. University of Miami has most NFL rushing TDs by college. 640.
Incredible.
Well, I didn't think they'd make the top 20. I thought it'd be Florida, Georgia, Michigan, but that's not. It's crazy. Just a list I found crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
All right, enough of me. What time is it? Time for what day is it? Hit it, brother.
All right. First on the list, we have National Underwear Day. So
you wear underoos, so that works out good.
Again, I'm not sure what the underoos thing is.
Don't play stupid.
Here we go again. Whatever. Continuing. Work Like a Dog Day is today.
Okay.
Green Peppers Day is today. International Traffic Light Day. Apparently the red light thing has gone to vote or whatever that is. National Oyster Day is today. And last but definitely not least, and that is National Psychiatric Technicians Appreciation Day.
Thank you for that, brother. All right, time for celebrity birthdays. Get these within 2 years, other side of their ages. First up, Dr. Crane, you get to go. He's the oldest living Heisman Trophy winner, Gary Beban, B-E-B-A-N. Heisman Trophy winner. How old is Gary Beban?
83.
94.
80. I probably shouldn't give away that. Brando, how old is Patrick Ewing?
Ooh, Patrick Ewing, 59.
50.
64. Dr. Crane, how old is MLB retired player John Olerud?
73.
55.
58. Brando, how old is Mark Mulder, former St. Louis Cardinals player?
69.
Mark Mulder is 58.
49. Dr. Crane, how old is Ant-Man for the T-Wolves?
Anthony Edwards, 24.
25.
25 exactly, Brando. Brando's up 2-0. Brando, how old is Maureen McCormick? She was Marcia on the Brady Bunch.
Marie McCormick, 81.
Marcia. 88.
She is. Did you unplug my phone?
Maybe.
Did you plug it back in?
There's no plug.
Jerk.
I'm sorry. I asked you.
How old's Maureen McCormick?
I said 88.
She's 70.
I asked you before I unplugged. I said, may I unplug? And she said, sure.
Dr. Crane, how old is James Gunn, the director? He's done a bunch of your superhero nerd movies. By the way, Spider-Man grossed like $8 billion.
Yeah, it was like $168 million on day 2 or something.
So, whatever, right?
It's pretty wild.
How many Spider-Mans are there? Like 15?
Yeah. There's like Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, and they redo it 1, 2, and 3 again.
Yeah,
with a
I'm tired
different
of it.
cast, whatever. Let's go 59.
68.
He is 60, 2-1. Brando, how old is singer Olivia Holt? By the way, she's from Tennessee, I'm told.
Olivia Holt,
Have you heard of her?
I have.
Okay.
29.
32.
29 exactly. My Brando does it. Dr. Crane, how old is country fiddler Mark O'Connor?
Mark O'Connor. Oh, I know some O'Connors.
Could be related.
Could be. Kevin, let me know. Let's go 55.
Let's go 48.
65. Brando, country singer Terry Clark.
61.
60.
58. It's now 4-2. He's getting close. Dr. Crane, how old is actor Jonathan Silverman? He was in Weekend at Bernie's.
60.
71.
60 exactly. We're tied at 4, down to the last one. Brando, you get to go first. How old is drummer Whit Sellers of Old Dominion? They live here in Nashville. Whit, if you're listening, we love you, man. Whit Sellers of Old Dominion. Today's his birthday.
Let's go 52.
46.
At the buzzer, 48. Dr. Crane gets it 5-4. You better send our buddy Whit Sellers a little thank you.
Whit, thank you, man. Appreciate it. You're the man.
Whit's good. What we learned.
I saw him at the Windy City Smokeout in Chicago.
Yeah.
Fantastic concert.
You saw Whit up there?
Old Dominion, yeah.
Yeah. Did Whit say hi? Throw you a drumstick?
No, I was in the VIP section.
What did we learn today?
We learned that Ole Miss went to the gym as always, and it's okay to go home if you need it.
There you go. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the kind words earlier. Thank you,
Welcome.
man. We live the show every day. We Dr. Crane and I ran into a young man Sunday in Clarksville who listens to the show and gave us some we don't do this for accolades. We don't do this for pat on the back. None of this, but we always love hearing that the message resonates with you and you went to therapy and you talk to people. We love this. I like this quote from The Rock. The Rock says, I found that depression, one of the most important things you can realize is that you're not alone. You're not the first to go through it. You're not going to be the last to go through it. You're not alone. So we tell you every time how much we love you. And if you're going through some tough things, ask God for a break, but know that you are powerful, wonderful. And if you need anything, please reach out to us. The message I get from men who go to therapy makes my day. And you tell me how great it is to get it off your chest. So know that you're powerful. Know that your family loves you and everything else. We love you. And again, unitycares.com/Big Joe. Please go to therapy. We love you guys so much. And know this, more importantly, more than anything else in the world, nothing comes close. Know how much God truly loves you. Thanks for a great show, guys. DVD is next.